How are you telling him bullshit? Man, this sounds like bullshit.
Well, war is what it is. It's really a business, and it's one fact of the situation that our military industrial complex in Wall Street has to grow their revenue, and so someone has to become the victim. And whoever the biggest punk is on the street, that guy's gonna be the victim. He's gonna be the patsy.
Do you have any impulse in your mind to kill a million people?
No, I didn't create the COVID-19 Zav. That was Bill Gates, Pfizer, Dr.
That's
Fauci.
how many Russian soldiers are dead. The young kids, like the kids that kids that play games with us. We're not being told the cost. That's all. Like, we will have to pay it soon. Like, you think those Russian and Ukrainian kids are more important than our kids? That's how they think. That's how they're thinking. They're thinking, why shouldn't we escalate? I lost a million kids. Americans just, they're not understanding. It's life and death.
Yeah, I think they know. Americans know. I mean, we've lost 20 people and 200, casualties, and those people that died, their family members know they're dead.
Megatron, I have a question. What if we stay there, it's long term, and then China goes after Taiwan in the whole process of it?
I don't know.
Yeah, so
some people say that Taiwan thing, that beef is never going to happen. That's been resolved. The Chinese are smarter than that, and their businesses are intertwined. There'd be no reason to do that, and that it's all just see, the thing that upsets me about America, or being an American, that I get the feeling people are laughing behind our back when it's all said and done, because we spent all of our fucking money on them, on their fucking complaints.
No, don't think that. We have the smartest brains, back moves. So when we deploy to the Gulf and when we proxy war to Ukraine, it's the smartest people, the Manhattan Project people. It's not us. We're regular. They're there. They just can't talk to us. Like, I can't fully understand. Like those bases over there, when they decide, hey, we have to do something, they can't really tell us. Like, when they have to go do that, right? They can't tell us that. Like, Iran's not developing nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons are already developed. It's just a matter of shipping it. That's what the Cold War was. They just shipped the nuke to Cuba. The nuke is available in Iran. You just can't tell us. It's
Got it.
pretty wrong, man.
Well,
you're all not stupid, right? You looked a while.
I don't know. Is a stupid person asking the question? Because you came here to speak with adults, and to me, that's pretty stupid.
I don't think that's the case, because these type of scenarios have digital these kind of fingerprints that can be detected, and I don't think that's really the case.
Okay, I was doing some research. Do you know how small a nuclear bomb can actually be?
Yeah, they can put it in a suitcase.
It can be about the size of a RPG. They developed that. It's mobile. Basically, both U.S. and Russia have nukes planted at each other's cities, like, for decades.
South Iran, I don't think Iran is that signature. We would have noticed by now. I don't think that.
Hold on. Look, what is we? We're not the smartest ones in the room. There's people that built the Manhattan Project.
I know, but we could speculate on all kinds of things we don't know about.
I know high school kids in America are stupid. That's not who they're recruiting.
Well, what is your point?
My point is we're in a massive Cold War. Iran is not, like, that powerful.
Right, so we're in a massive Cold War. Some people are saying we're in World War III. We've been at war since 2001, and we've been at war every 4 years on average. So again, I hate to break the bad news to you, but I don't think you have a point.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know. Like, I'm at the point where I think Donald Trump is. The United States government decided that our elections are compromised, and they put in a president.
So your point is that Donald Trump is not a duly elected president, that he was essentially
Correct.
put into
Yes.
power by a group of people who wanted him there because he was going to do for them what they want done.
He was going to do what the Department of Defense wanted done, which was fight Russia.
Okay, and we're doing that. So what's your point?
No point. The American people just can't know we don't have a democracy anymore. It's war.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you, but like, did you think there was something
I
new?
don't believe in the argument if you said that there's world powers, the Jesuits, the Shannons, the freaking Freemasons.
Listen, I'm on the United States side. I think we have to win the war. I don't think Russia's a good actor.
So you're ready to go to war with Russia until we can defeat the Kremlin. Is that what you're saying? Are you Snake Plissken?
Yeah, because World War II taught us there's bad people.
Got it. So you're Snake Plissken. What year is it? Can we confirm what year it is, please?
2026, my son.
2026. Snake Plissken is saying he wants to fly into Moscow to take out the KGB.
Hey, that's a crucifix on my window. That's my apartment window, no joke.
VZ, welcome to the stage.
I'm just gonna say Snake Plissken was a badass though, dude.
Yeah, but Trump is nothing but a liar.
Do me a favor, call me a Viper. I like that better.
Can I explain to you that Trump is a liar and a piece of shit?
Go ahead, state your opinions.
What happened
to no new wars? Why are we in war right now?
Because there's some punks out there. Some people gotta get beat up.
No, I don't believe they do. I believe that we should just stick to America and shit. Yeah.
For now, we can't. They're bad.
And let's go through some Donald Trump quotes. A small loan of $1 million.
Oh,
Japan
God.
knows about surprises.
Small loan of $1 million. I think he got more than that. No.
He's got a couple quotes that
Wasn't it said that his dad ultimately gave him like $500 million in the estate?
Yeah, absolutely, he did. And let's not forget, he's a draft dodger. He was supposed to go to war.
He was on the bowling team, but he did roll a high 280, which is impressive.
That's an agent. Do you understand what an agent is?
An agent?
How do you go from the apprentice?
An agent or an agent?
Agent, he said.
Agent or agent?
Agent.
He thinks because he was on NBC, he's a CIA asset, which, not the worst theory in the world, but...
No. Look, basically, this is my conspiracy. I believe the NSA and CIA discovered that and this is obvious, like, our election system is very compromised. How could it not be? It's like so many counties, so they took a precautionary measure, and they said...
Well, I have run for office 2 times. I'm running a 3rd time, and I can tell you that it's not only is it compromised at the technological hardware level, it's compromised at the petition level in the very beginning of the election cycle, and lawyers and judges control who your politicians are. We, the people, don't actually get a fair shake and get to vote for our fellow citizens who run because it's all controlled from the very beginning.
So Megatron, if you're trying to fight against the United States, who finances military budgets that can destroy your empire, Russia, right? It's really cheap to start hiring politicians in the United States to vote against it. Your Iliano,
Trump is a liar.
You see, it's deceptive. Like, they seem like they're here to help us.
What
Yeah,
about
but
the gas?
there's nothing new under the sun. So you're just actually telling us the truth, which is, just not a lot of people know that there's nothing new under the sun, and everything that is has already been.
We have to know because we're Americans. Like,
No, you don't have to know. The slaves can't know. That's what makes them a slave. They are intellectually incapable of knowing that they're slaves because it's just too hard to comprehend.
To protect the country, it's just we have to be united. That's the bottom line. Like,
Invite Fatima.
Fatima, get that Fatima up here. Kitty, also, if you want to say something. Listen, I think everybody is a little bent out of shape, and they don't realize that there's gonna be a resolution, but it's not gonna be the resolution you want. It's gonna be a resolution, and you're not gonna be happy with it. And the truth is, Iran will still be Iran after this conflict has resolved. Just in the same way that Afghanistan is still Afghanistan. You know why? Because a war doesn't change a culture. It doesn't matter how many people America assassinates. The culture in Iran is not going to change. It's just not. You can't change it. They're fully programmed, completely brainwashed. You can't deculture and reculture them. Hello?
So you're saying some things will never change?
so here's the thing. In 1950 or 1970, the United States put in the Shah, and then the USSR put in the Ayatollah. This is it. It's simple as that. They want to control at some point. Let's not get it twisted. But it's just, I can't fully figure out what is wrong with these men. Like, yeah, I can't figure out what's wrong with them.
But they're not.
Trump is a liar. That is number one. He ruined the economy. He ruined our relations with Japan after what he said. And
What are you guys gonna do?
he's a draft dodger. Let's not forget about that. He's a felon.
And I'm like,
I mean, you just keep going on and on.
And they're like,
No, none of that is true. I'm not trying to be contrarian, man. I'm trying to tell you that, like,
guns and millions of rounds of ammunition.
we don't have elections anymore, kiddo. Like,
So it's all forced. Everything's just planned, and everything's just
because the situation is easy to have our opponents.
Oh, okay. So just everything's rigged, and we're fucked, right? There's nothing we
You
can
don't
do.
think it's easy for me to hack Nebraska, some weird ass county?
They want us to grab our fucking.
Okay, but I get what you're saying. You're saying it's rigged, right?
No, I'm not saying it's rigged. I'm saying a foreign entity, like, yo, if I know some stupid school is having an election, I can get my people in there. You get what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
There's just no way. Like, it's too big. We're not that dope, yo. Like, Russians are here. Like that Charlie Kirk, yo, I know you guys know that shit don't look real. There's false flags all over the place. It's a weird time.
Yes, exactly.
You're the wrong guy to be advocating for all
Alright, what were you saying, Ralph?
And what's up with the replays? You guys CIA or what?
He's drunk.
Is this a psyop room?
Nah, I ain't no fly. What are they gonna do with us? We're stupid.
Well, I have the replays on because I am the R word. I was recently told that I was the R word by a supposed friend of mine during St. Patty's Day. Well, I agree actually now. You know, I'm going with it. I am the R word and I'm embracing it because it resolves a lot of conflict just by openly saying, "Hey, I'm the R word."
That shit. It resolved a lot of shit for me too.
You know, can we just get past it? Can you not get angry with me because I am the R word?
Maybe get angry.
Your name is Megatron, son. I ain't even assume anything different.
I think you should get angry.
Well, I just read a really interesting article. This is what it says. Well, I am an R word, so I do read sometimes to try to decrease my R word magnitude. What's interesting is it's, you know, you want to hear it? It's by a CIA agent. Not many people
See, I knew
read
it was
it.
CIA.
You want to hear it or not? Some of it.
Yeah, you have to do your delivery with confidence. Don't ask.
Ooh.
Do I ask? I just talk.
You know, Trump is a liar, and you know, that's what I truly believe. I don't want
Yeah, man. Look, it's we have to believe that there's just no way to do a popularity contest, man. It's corrupt.
Kamala would have been better.
No, man. Listen to what I'm saying. You cannot do a popularity contest. Get it? So it's gonna get hacked. We haven't had a real. We haven't voted for a president, all right?
I'm genuinely angry at what I'm looking at right now with my country. I'm
Really angry, son.
I'm enraged when I have to fill up my tank. You know, at least buy me dinner before I get fucked. When I fill up my gas tank and it costs $100 to get 17 gallons. I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, he complaining about inflation.
Have you heard about walking or a bicycle? I heard those two
Yeah,
modes
you know,
of
it's not an
transportation
option. It's
don't
not a
require
fucking
much.
option.
By a bus? What about
It's
the
not an
bus?
option. It's not an option. I don't live in a city.
Have you thought about trying to do yogic flying?
Not an option.
You don't know about transcendental meditation. You don't have to use a car to do it.
You're right. I'll just teleport. My bad.
Yeah, there you go. It's problem solved. That's why you came to Clubhouse. Some people here think they came here to speak to adults. Actually, they're just speaking to R words.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Hey, don't do that, man.
R-word.
Most
I was
adults
recently told that
traumatized
I was
children.
the R-word by
You'll
a
figure out
supposed
my
friend
fucking
of
time.
mine.
You talk.
Yeah, you'll understand that soon, Megatron. You understand. Or maybe you already understand.
You talk to an adult long enough, you find out the way that daddy hit them.
My dad just text messaged me today and sent me an insult.
2022. Hold on one second. What was gas price in 2022 under Biden?
I remember getting gas for like $2 a gallon.
You were not probably on this planet then, but gas price underneath Biden was up to $5.22. So you must be.
Maybe where you were, but not for me.
No, it's.
I'd say at most $3. That was you. You probably live in California.
Yeah, but VZ, you got to look at this in terms of the fact that you're already getting a deal. It's all about the average. It's not about what you're paying now. Look at it from a renter's perspective. If you're paying
I don't want to
$1,200,
rent. I want a house. Why
well,
did I work so hard? Why did I save this country for?
Yeah, hold up. Is you a veteran?
I'm still in.
hello? Well, that's great news. You got a job and you're getting a salary from Uncle Sam. You know,
Okay,
every dollar that they put out is just a dollar borrowed now.
Easy to war. Just FYI.
Anyways, VZ, if you go to the front line, just remember to
Not
stay.
going to the front line.
You might. If you do, I'm trying to
Show
give you
me
some
some
frontline
respect.
advice. If you do, try to stay in the back of the line and let the other people, do the hard work before you got to do your heavy lifting. That's how it works
Don't
in the
start, don't
legions.
I'll give you the real advice. Do you believe in Christ?
Ooh.
I'm leaving now.
Uh-oh.
It was a good conversation, but I just can't do this anymore.
Uh-oh.
I'm upset.
We broke him. We broke you, VZ. I didn't mean to break you. How are you going to survive in the military with this type of attitude? That's a quitter's attitude.
My day is ruined. I'm just going to go fuck myself. That's what I'm going to do.
It's on replay, so you can come back and listen to yourself self-defeating anytime.
I will.
Check your profile. It'll appear at the top of your profile. Just click
I
it.
understand.
Fast forward to this part of the recording, and you can say, fuck me. That was me. Fuck.
I'm a loser. Everybody in the replay, I'm a loser.
Yeah, can I ask you a
Trump is
question?
a liar.
I'm a loser, baby.
I'm a loser.
Sing it, VC. Sing it.
I got a question.
So I
Yeah.
moved at the door.
Do people really
I'm a
listen to
loser,
replays?
baby. So why don't you kill me?
Shut up. Listen up.
Okay, fuck shot.
Motherfuckers is yo, you drunk and high. Listen. People listen to the replays, man. That's not good, man. I crash out.
Yeah, I mean, you got this dude, he fucking puts the replays on because he's a fucking CIA agent. and he wants fucking everybody to hear him speak. So, yeah, man. I mean, I don't really give a fuck. I mean,
I don't know, man. I cursed out a bunch of Hebrew Israelites.
I got hella replays
That's
of
all
me
I do.
passing out.
That's all they're here for. I'm going to get cursed out. I'll curse you out.
Soy un pietador. We'll lose that, baby. Yeah, alright. That's as long as
BZ, you sound like some fucking crackhead Hakuna Matata.
Oh, this is me on my VTR. I'm a
Kuna Matata.
No, I drink.
Yeah, that's what he sound like.
I drink Steel Reserve. No, look at me. Look at my VTR. Look at my profile picture. This is me.
Hello?
This is me in my profile picture.
No, that's not good, yo. That's like 2 bottles of something.
Yeah, that's me.
You alcoholic?
Yeah.
Nah, dead ass.
No, yeah, that is.
Yo, me too, kiddo.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
No.
It's called personal responsibility.
You still doing daily drinking?
Hello?
Absolutely.
Nah, you ever quit?
We try to run a family show here, guys. Keep it clean.
Alcohol, drugs. What else is bad? Fucking.
Yeah, some
That's great news. You got
Marijuana. Fuck, shit, ass.
I don't think you're in the service right now if you're smoking weed.
Fuck,
you're getting a salad.
motherfucker. Shit face. Ass. Fuck.
Yeah, you sound like you came out
Fucker.
of weed, yo. I got everything.
Hello?
That messes you up.
Motherfucker.
All right, we've got some other speakers on the stage.
Asswipe.
I don't have time for the profanity. Fatima, is there something you'd like to say?
Nigga.
Fatima, hello?
Yes, hello, what's up, Joe?
Yo,
No,
what? Easy.
He can come back, but he's got to go sit at the little kids' table for 10-minute timeout to think about the profanity he's been using.
Megatron, don't be so gay.
I'm not being gay. You're projecting your homosexuality onto me. Dr. Fatima, how are you?
It's all good, son. What up, man?
I, shut the fuck up, A. Bro, shut your fucking damn mouth for 1 fucking minute, bro. Thank you.
Why? I got the Holy Spirit.
Oh, look at Fatima. Hi, Fatima.
Fatima, you cute, son? I used to be Muslim, yo.
Jesus.
I am not.
Fatima, she's hot. She is hot.
I'm
Yo,
not.
I'm mad cute too, so I'm nearing 40, but I don't know how I stay young.
Damn, you're unk.
I know, but I'm gorgeous. Fatima,
Oh,
send
it's
me a
over,
picture.
bro.
I'm
not gonna lie, some of you guys are too old to be on Clubhouse.
Huh? Who said that?
All right, we got Goo in the room. Welcome to the room, Goo. Can you answer the question?
Megatron sound like, yo, Megatron, yo.
Megatron, I ain't gonna lie, dude, you're like 50 years old, dude. You're old.
Hello?
Yo, Fatima, shut up real quick. She's trying to find a nice picture for me.
I mean, Fatima, she's a beautiful woman. She's really skinny.
Yeah, but you've never been with a petite spinner? It's like heaven on earth.
I mean, that's what you're into. Go ahead.
Actually, I've never been to a gay clubhouse room.
Wait, what? What the fuck?
You never been in LGBTQ clubhouse? You didn't know that this was an LGBTQ? This is log cabin Republicans for Donald Trump.
They're always on my case, man.
This is the log cabin Republicans room for Donald Trump. Stephen Bader is going to come here pretty soon, and we got Marshall Rankin coming in. We're going to bring in all the heavy hitter LGBTQ Republicans for you.
Why is he removed?
Hello?
Oh my god, you threw him out, John.
No, he didn't. He left.
Alright, I believe you.
I believe you. Don't believe me. Just trust your gut instinct, your intuition. You can grab your thumb. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a special little segment in this room, and this is another room. I'm gonna do a cross stream on an anonymous.
Seen the homes of the 1.5 million people that they just forced out of their homes and destroyed.
Are they planning to what?
Are they gonna replace the homes or pay for new
No,
shelters?
that's going to be the problem with Syrian government for allowing a terrorist organization on their land and not controlling them. That's already a Syrian problem.
Oh, okay.
And not Israel's problem.
So you're blaming.
So they allow the radicals onto their country, yes.
Okay, so you're blaming innocent, peaceful people who admitted
No,
that you
I'm
can come in.
blaming the government and the innocent people elected to represent their countrymen that allow the terrorists to take over their country by not fighting back for it.
They have no responsibility. If you find that there's a terrorist group, they They have no responsibility to get terrorists. If you want to go in and get a terrorist, go in and get the terrorist.
We did.
And they have no problem. No, and you didn't only get the terrorists, you also got a whole bunch of innocent people. And so I'm asking.
Because they were hiding behind.
Correct. Okay. Well. Okay. So now, understandably, so are you going to return?
The government. So why does
So
the
are you
government protect the innocent
Why doesn't the
civilians?
government do anything? Why doesn't the government do anything? They didn't do it. They said you could come in and do
If
it.
today I have a terrorist in my neighborhood.
It doesn't matter. They have no responsibility to protect your country. They have no responsibility. Lebanon government has no responsibility. No.
Okay, so then we have no responsibility to care for their countrymen or anything that they have.
No. You do. You have a responsibility to
I have
human
no
beings.
responsibility.
You have a responsibility to peaceful human
I don't
beings.
owe anybody.
Nobody owes you shit.
Oh, I can't.
Nobody owes you shit. No, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna go and you're gonna harm peaceful individuals because you're too pussy to go in and to actually get the terrorists. You don't want to do boots on the ground, right? You want to be pussy and you want to destroy and you want to destroy. Because you destroy innocent, peaceful people's homes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Because innocent people.
Thank God that your home isn't destroyed. Because I'll tell you what, I don't have much in this life, but one thing I do have is a home. If somebody came in and destroyed my home, guess what? I'm Hezbollah. Call me fucking Hezbollah because I have just joined Hezbollah. I just joined Hezbollah. If you destroy, I'm a peaceful person. I've never harmed another peaceful person in my life. That's what you say. To justify the atrocities that you support. Oh yeah, okay.
Your mic's breaking up. Are you there,
I'm
Bima?
just asking if you're going to do the right thing.
Bima, are you
If your
there?
government is going to replace
Bima.
the homes
Bima, your
that
mic's
your
coming in real low.
government destroyed.
Bima, your mic's messing up.
I'm guessing no.
Rich, if you have a terrorist hiding in your neighborhood.
There's no responsibility. Nobody has any responsibility. If somebody, you have a responsibility to stop the people. You have a responsibility. You have the responsibility. Only you have the
You're
responsibility.
coming in really low for real.
Rafi,
You carpet bomb the whole neighborhood if there's a terrorist.
Rafi, do I have a responsibility? Rafi, do I have a responsibility to defend you? Rafi, do you have a responsibility to defend me?
Yes.
Rafi, do you have a responsibility to protect me?
Yes.
Rafi, do you have a responsibility to protect me?
Yes.
The answer is no.
The answer
is
is yes.
no. But no, the answer is no. Rafi has a responsibility to protect me?
Yes.
Question.
Okay.
No, I would fuck you and send her to the dogs right away. Bima.
No, of course you would. Of course you would, because you're an atrocious human being, and you justify harming and displacing.
Bima, can we ask for clarification? Bima, shut the fuck up.
Murdering
Seriously,
innocent
I'll share your fucking
children
photo.
and human
Shut the fuck up.
beings. Yeah, okay.
Bima, I have a question. I have a genuine question.
I lost my mind, but
Do
you're
we
going
have
to
to
destroy
protect?
a
I
million
know.
plus
Do we have to
people's
protect
homes.
you or other
You
people
only
like
have
real
a
humans?
responsibility to protect yourself.
Do we have to protect you or other humans like real
You
people?
have
Because
responsibility
for
to protect
you,
yourself.
we're not protected.
If somebody comes
For
in
Ann or
and
somebody or KK,
if
we're
somebody is
protected.
going to harm you, I don't have a responsibility to come in and protect you. Now, surprise, neither does police. United States Police has no responsibility. Yes, according to enforce the law. And so what that? Yes, but the Supreme Court have proven that they have zero responsibility if they feel that their life is in danger. They have
1, 2,
zero
3, 4, 5,
responsibility.
6, 7, 8.
Their discretion, and they don't have any responsibility to go in and defend you. They do not have to put their life on the line if they don't want to. Their job is to enforce the law. So when they feel that it's important, or when they feel that it's safe enough for them, okay, to go in and to enforce the law, then they could do that. Okay.
She's got her microphone turned or her headphones turned off.
Do you understand that?
Not even
The mic thing.
No, I don't. I hear
No,
everything
you're turning your phone down. You're doing the mic thing.
Oh, okay. That's how I know what you're saying.
Yes,
That's
that's exactly what you're doing. Because now you're putting the headphone back to your ear.
No, okay, yeah, sure.
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing.
verbal diarrhea.
Yeah, I heard all your numbers.
Bima, if we have to protect you, we're not
Okay, so
protecting you.
I'm not
We'll
talking to
protect
you. I'm not
everybody
talking
else.
to you, Rich. No, that's not the point.
You're a
The
terrible
point is
human
that
being.
nobody has the responsibility to protect anybody, and that's just the truth. Not even police. According to the Supreme Court, they have no responsibility to protect you.
Orion,
Okay?
can you imagine marrying this woman?
You can reference Supreme Court law.
Oh, imagine being married to this
When
lady.
there was who was it? It was
This is why she
robbers.
has a side
They
dude.
broke into somebody's home, and these women were calling the police, calling 911.
She has a newspaper.
I do. They snuck outside on their roof. They were there for, anyway, they ended up, I don't know if they got murdered or they got killed or something like that. And they family sued the government. They lost. The police have no responsibility to come and defend you. Their job is law enforcement, to enforce the law. They do not have a responsibility to defend you. You have a responsibility to defend yourself. Okay, so if Hezbollah, if somebody's coming that's harming your country, that's your responsibility. Your responsibility, okay, or obligation. Thank you, Rich. It's your obligation.
Yeah, because it's a job. It's an obligation.
And stop the people who are initiating aggression upon you. But while you're in that process, you can't harm peaceful people, because now what you're doing is every peaceful person.
Yeah, but we're a piece of shit.
Hold on, Rich. Every peaceful person that has not harmed you, you're creating a victim.
Yeah, obligation and responsibility are different.
There's a perpetual cycle of victim, and then nothing's ever going to get solved. There's nothing that you're going to say, Rafi, unless you're going to tell me that your government has a plan to replace the homes of the innocent people that you have displaced, of the innocent people.
They already said they're going to rebuild
So
it.
you have no, well then guess what?
BB's already said that.
Guess what? Then you haven't, that there is going to be a plan?
Yeah, Netanyahu said that he's going to rebuild Gaza.
No, I'm not talking about rebuilding Gaza. I'm talking about now southern Lebanon, that one from the blue line all the way to the
They're going to rebuild southern Lebanon. It's going to be part of Israel.
Well, no, exactly. They just annexed it, okay? They just stole it like they stole everything.
We annexed the terrorist fucking
Empire
Lebanon.
expansion, I'm not surprised. But that's fine. I understand that they want to secure themselves. I understand that they want to secure themselves. Okay, but this is the issue. If you're going to do that, you have to at least replace and repair the homes and the harms that you've caused to innocent, peaceful people. So that's what I'm. Honey, listen. I've done enough. I'm zero. No, I own my own property. I own my own property. The land that I'm on, I bought when I was 19 years old. I bought this land when I was 19 years old from an apple farmer, an apple farmer. Yeah.
I'll explain to you that those soft wall patterns, that's not your property. It's called the property of the state for the crazies.
Right, exactly, because you don't own. You don't own private property, right?
Didn't Rafi sit quietly while you were ranting?
I'm not listening to this.
No. I'm gonna talk. Listen, he's not respectful.
No, he actually was being quiet. I was the one rudely interrupting.
So I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, because if he's gonna show respect to me and he's not gonna insult me, yes, exactly. I'm gonna crash out. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Until you guys can learn to be gentlemen and to actually just respect people and just talk about the topic. You don't have to insult human beings. You can actually talk about the topic. You don't have to cry like little babies.
Bima, you're doing the Norman thing right now.
Offended because you know shit. I know.
Bima, you're doing the Norman thing right now.
I know. And do you know why?
You are.
Because
You're learning from the best.
I'm tired of you children not knowing how to have a conversation. I love having civil discussions, but you guys don't.
You crash out all the time. Even in chillism.
Okay, yeah, that's.
You do.
I'm sure. Okay. Right? Everything that you said tonight, Rich, is a lie. Everything. I don't respond to you. Okay.
Everything I said is truthful and accurate.
Nobody believes you.
And it represents everything that it's true and beautiful.
You're a false witness. You call yourself a Christian? You call yourself a Christian? Everything that you said.
You're gonna play this game now?
You're a false witness. No, I'm just saying, you think that you're a Christian, you're fake. You're fake. You're fake. You're not a Christian. You have no Jesus, no Christ, no principles in your body. You're going to just bear false witness against your neighbor. Yes, you did. And you think that it's funny. You think it's a game. You know, because this isn't real life to you. So you think you could come on and bear false witness. Well, you think we're not real people? You don't think that we're real people with real lives?
This is all a construct of my subconscious mind.
This is the delusion that you tell yourself in your mind to justify the
This is
that
real.
you do.
You're just my neurotic, crazy part of my brain, subconscious mind.
Okay, you're not real. You're not real. All right, well, if you're not real, I guess Rich isn't real. I mean, he's a delusion. That feels better. So, Rafi, do you want because he said that this isn't real. So if this isn't real, he shouldn't mind. Well, it's not real. All right, so you want to go too? You want to go too?
Sure, send it. Talk to yourself. No, send me. Come on, this is the most power you're gonna ever have in your life, Bima, that little green mod. Remember that. That's the most power you're gonna ever
What's the
have.
matter? What's the matter, Rafi? I don't have to mod you. I don't have to mod abuse you. I can have a no. I don't. No. I don't have to mod abuse you, Rafi, because you're a rude individual. All you do is you insult people, and you don't have the discussion. You know why you don't have a discussion? Because you don't have any good argumentation. You have no good counter arguments because you know that what you're doing is wrong. You know that what you're supporting is wrong, and you know that it doesn't fit well in your soul. You know that it's fucked up. You know that it's fucked up, but you have to figure out a way to justify it, right? And so instead of actually coming up with an argument to justify, because you won't be able to, you just insult me.
The extravagant courtesan's thin face, with slimmer waist in a ballroom wood, a floating robe in royal amplitude, paws and deep folds around a dry foot, shod, the bright flower-like shoe that gems the sod. The swarms that hum about her collarbones, as the lascivious streams caress the stones, conceal from every scornful jest that flies her gloomy beauty and her fathomless eyes. Are made of shade and void with flowery sprays. The swarms that hum about her collarbones, as the lascivious streams caress the stones, conceal from every scornful jest that flies her gloomy beauty and her fathomless eyes. Are made of shade and void with flowery sprays. Her skull is wreathed artistically in sways, feeble and weak on her frail vertebrae. O charm of nothing, decked in folly, they who laugh and name you a caricature, they see not, they whom flesh and blood allure, the nameless grace of every bleached bare bone that is most dear to me, tall skeleton, who laugh and name you a caricature. Come you to trouble with your potent snare,
Because you can't have a civil conversation. You have to insult people. You have to insult and abuse people in discussion when people are talking about topics because you know that the bullshit that you justify isn't right. 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 Because you can't justify. So is Israel gonna pay and
Why would Israel have to pay?
Oh. Why? Well, I mean, if I came in and started destroying fucking houses in Israel, would you think that I would be responsible for repairing those damages of innocent human beings? Would I? What? No. Would I? If I came in and started, if I came in, don't talk about as a collective. Don't talk about a collective. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. What do you mean? We're not having a civil discussion. I don't speak civilly with people who insult people. No, what we're gonna do is we're just going to bulldoze the conversation. We're gonna bulldoze the conversation because this is what you like. There's no pain. There's no pain. There's no pain. There's no pain because you're not a civil human being. You're not a civil human being, and you justify atrocities against peaceful human beings.
Right. What are you? Can I ask? What are you saying? Is Israel going to pay for what now?
Is Israel going to pay for all of the homes that they've displaced 1.5 million people in southern Lebanon? Do they plan on repairing, building, or giving any type of shelter to the 1.5 million who are not Hezbollah?
I think the only country that I'm aware of, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, that has ever paid for the enemy's housing or rebuilding the enemy's whatever, that when they are in the middle or after a war is the United States. With Iraq or Afghanistan.
If your government allow terrorism on your land to occur by not stopping it from a certain area where they said, you know what, we're not going to control this area anymore because these people are out of control. We are too weak as a government to fight them. So they basically, the Lebanese government surrendered that area because they didn't want nothing to do with it. They didn't want to go against the terrorist organization.
Bro, can we get a beat on this guy? This guy's rambling.
I'm rambling. I'm speaking fucking facts, you dumb cunt.
I'm gonna lick your brown starfish if you keep rambling.
Sure. So, anyways, by allowing them, by not stopping it, so Israel says, okay, you don't want to take responsibility for these terrorists while they're shooting rockets into my country and my people, doing destruction to my infrastructure, okay? If you guys are going to do nothing about it, I'm going to be Big Daddy and I'm going to do something about it because I'm not going to stand here because no fucking Hezbollah is paying reparations or any destruction that they're doing in fucking Israel. Okay? Because Israel's not going to Lebanon and saying, oh, those buildings that you guys hit, are you guys going to pay us back? No, nobody ever paid back. When Gaza was shooting rockets into Israel and destroying buildings, did anybody go to Gaza and say, you guys are going to pay for those buildings? No, nobody fucking does it. So why is Israel supposed to be held to a higher fucking standard?
Because it's the right thing to do. It's the right
But
thing
it
to
is
do.
the right thing to do.
If you want to destroy the homes of Hezbollah, people that are actually committing the atrocities, well, I mean, like, well, let me ask you, if a terrorist hit in your home, would you justify me just rocket launching a bomb right into your home and taking you and your family out and your home? No, you wouldn't, because you
No, if my fucking government allowed this shit to happen, I would get the fuck out and move because that puts my children in danger. If fucking rockets are flying out of my next door neighbor's backyard into fucking America, okay? I know that America's gonna retaliate, so what the fuck I do is that either my government's gonna protect it and go arrest that person, or I have to fucking move because I know there's gonna be a rocket flying in my neighbor's house that's gonna impact my house.
Why do you hold Israel to the standard of it's quote unquote the right thing to do, but nobody else in the region or the area that's also involved
Because she
in the
hates
fight?
Israel, and that's why. She sees negative factors.
Because I don't look at things as collectives. I look at things as individuals, right? One person, Hezbollah, a person, a human being, woke up, decided they wanted. Hold on. I understand. Well, oh, really? Hezbollah isn't a person?
No, Hezbollah is
Hezbollah isn't one person that's been. Hezbollah isn't just one person. Oh, okay.
That was Nasrallah.
No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I was being
okay. You just said one person is like it's not only is it a terrorist group, but it's also in the government, right? It's a party in the Lebanese government, and the Lebanese government, the president, the prime minister, the speaker of the house, they are allowing for this to happen. The head of the military, they're allowing for a function in their government to basically over the country and wage war against another country, another sovereign state. And they are interfering.
And you know the repercussions of allowing that, right? Shai, what happens when you wage a war against another country? Can you get attacked back when you're attacking another country, Shai? Or no, we're going to have to higher standard. We're going to take those bombs, right? Because Bima hates Jews. Or the state of Israel. Because all her life problems are because of Jews. Those Zionists. Let's blame the Zionists because Bima's life sucks. And she's miserable. But anyways, guys, I gotta go to work, make some money.
Yeah, you do. You better go make that money, you moron.
Yeah, I will.
Liar, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, Rafi. You were born a piece of shit. Go make your piece of shit money. That's what you like to do. Go justify. Just go already. Goodbye. You don't have to announce your departure. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Goodbye. Good morning. So Sam, you're saying that if what you're saying is true, why did the Lebanese government announce that they don't support Hezbollah, that they took out any type of, they even took out, what was it? They even had the Iranian embassy leave Lebanon. I mean, like, I don't under what you're saying, that Hezbollah is part of the government.
Yeah, they're part of the how do you call this, the party in the government. And as far as I understand it, that was recently in the past couple of days, there's actually a Lebanese Christian Israeli journalist who I guess moved to Israel like some 20 or 30 years ago seeking asylum. um, and he wrote something on Twitter about it, about how the Lebanese government is making a claim that Hezbollah has been weakened because of the weakening of the IRGC, and where they have now the ability to kick out the Iranian embassy there, or leadership that was there, and their offices, and also weaken Hezbollah, or effectively try to oust them. It's been weakened.
That's interesting. What is their party platform?
What's the party platform? Hezbollah's? No, I don't know. I don't know if Hezbollah is in itself is an official party, but I know that leadership within Hezbollah is in their Knesset. How do you call it? Knesset? In their government.
I think the government, they don't want Hezbollah to be part of it anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I think they don't want them to be part of it anymore.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it still doesn't justify, unless those individuals, those people who have been displaced, their homes, unless they were participants in supporting terrorist activity. And I mean, like, honestly, it's difficult because I'll tell you what, if I was in the region, I would have been Hezbollah, absolutely, 110%. 110%, no doubt in my mind. If I lived there, no problem. No way that I'm gonna sit by and, yeah.
Do you know what Hezbollah believe in? So you say, I will be Hezbollah? Hezbollah is like the Iranian regime exactly. People in Lebanon hate them. And the reason why they ask them to evacuate is because they're living among them. So they don't want the people to be hit as well. Hezbollah is a terrorist group.
Yeah, she agrees. She's saying that she agrees with them to some extent.
Do you agree with the Iranian government as well, Khamenei and stuff?
Bima, I think she's asking you a question.
I'm asking Bima, Habibti.
No, like the IRGC, no.
Then, but I'll tell you something. Hezbollah exactly believes the same thing. And Hezbollah are hitting the other countries around them. They're hitting Kuwait. They're hitting other countries around them. Not only Israel. If you're against Israel, like I'm saying, I'm not a big fan of them as well. But that's my point. They're not, like, they don't have specific goals.
You see, unfortunately, I think that a lot of people in America believe that that the politics sort of end and begin at the borders of some of these countries, and they don't realize that they're across many different countries. Right? A lot of these people, the Hezbollah, I don't even know if they believe in states, in nation states, if they believe like in borders.
Hezbollah hate America, of course. They hate America. Like they think America is the enemy. It's exactly the same mentality as the Khamenei. And they are hitting other countries around them. And even the Lebanese government are done with them. Like the Lebanese government is good, but they are decent militias.
I don't think they're eating everybody. They love their Arab neighbors. They only hate American bases.
I would say I agree with you.
Saudi Arabia allowing the US to have a base in there.
Okay, I'm with you, Abdul, but they're not hitting only the bases. They hit the airports, they hit the...
Have a base in UAE. Why?
I live in GCC. I'm telling you, they're not only hitting the bases. They hit the airport, they hit the oil, they hit a lot of places. That they hit houses in Kuwait. They hit a house.
The government shouldn't allow the US base to be positioned.
My government went out and said that they are not allowing it anyways. So they did say that.
Currently, in Kuwait, the bases used to attack Iran and Hezbollah. And if they should be attacked back. The Americans should be bombed And Nazar should be
Okay, no
talking.
problem. No problem. Let's go with what you're saying. Let's go.
Nemo, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't really mean that about Hezbollah. You were just joking, right, to make a point.
No, I don't know.
You were joking. Retract it now, please.
Oh, whether I support Hezbollah?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to. I'll tell you why. Because
No, she did. I'm her lawyer. That she didn't support it. Go ahead, E. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
I'll tell you what. If I was an innocent person in southern Lebanon, just living on my little farm, not harming any other person, not bothering anybody, the only thing
No, we don't support terrorist groups, Nemo. Thank you for your statement.
Pima, if you live in South Lebanon, you will be terrorized by Hezbollah, by the way. You're not gonna love them. Unless you believe in what they believe, which is war and terrorism and exactly as Khamenei way of thinking. That's it. That's Hezbollah. Don't let them lie to you. I live in the region. I know exactly what I'm talking about. What about Abdullah? You say they're hitting the bases. Okay, I will agree with you if they are only hitting the bases. They're not hitting the bases. Don't you see the news?
No, but
They're hitting the electricity, they're hitting the oil, they're hitting the airports. There is a little girl who is 11 years old who died.
American soldiers, American soldiers don't stay in their bases. They go and live in the hotels because they know the Iranian gonna attack them.
Habibi, there is etiquette when it comes to wars. You can't just hit anyone.
The agency of finding them, attacking them anywhere they look at. That's what they deserve, basically.
Yeah, I think that Bima believes that Hezbollah's only existence is there to resist Israel on behalf of Lebanon.
Bima think that Hezbollah is like a party where they sing and dance or something. They have guns, they kill people, they have missiles.
Yeah, I understand that. But what I understood though is that Hezbollah originally was created to get U.S. and other occupying nations outside to get them out of the region.
And they are created by Iran, by the way.
Okay, so if that's the case, I mean, when did Israel take over that area up to the Litani River? It was before Hezbollah was created. So even Israel, the first go around, I think it was in 1982, because it was for 18 years to 2000. So 1982. That's 18 years. So from 1982, I mean, like, and they won, and they got them out in 2000. They made Israel. They were losing. Israelis realized, listen, we have to get out of here. Too many people are dying. Let's go. And then they went back their land. They were able to take back that region. And they've been doing it since 2000, right? So, I mean,
Israel is trying to invade Palestine 70 years. What good job they did. They can't take Lebanon, by the way. That one. Number two, when you're talking about Hezbollah, imagine you're a Christian who lives in South Lebanon, which there are a lot, and you're being bombed just because there is an Iranian regime there, which is not an Iranian regime, but they are paid by Iran to fight, to fucking kill the country. Because if you're doing the missiles, you're putting other people in danger. Plus, you're hitting everyone around you. They're hitting Lebanon, Iraq or something like that as well.
If that's true, I mean, if you hate Israel, I hate government. I hate government.
Okay, if you hate the Israeli government, I'm with you. I hate them, but that doesn't mean like go kill them and kill all your neighbors with them. You get what I mean?
So according to what I'm reading here, because I was actually curious, I've been looking it up for the past few days, but according to this, Israel quote-unquote occupied southern Lebanon because of the PLO, right? They were using the PLO was using that part of southern Lebanon as a staging ground, and then Hezbollah was developed to join them, and they've been fighting each other at that point basically ever since. And Israel tried to help to build the Maronite Christian militias but apparently they didn't work out because of the Lebanese Civil War or something like that.
Shai, do you know? Can I tell you an information? No one, I'm sure nobody knows. In Kuwait, we caught. What do you call Khalia? It's like 10 people who are banned by Hezbollah in order to hit targets into where there is civilians. So when you say Hezbollah, I agree with them. You have to think 1,000,000 times because they are killing people who are in their neighbors, and definitely they're gonna hang them. But that's the point. They 25 people.
And the Kuwaiti allowed the American to have bases, hotels there.
This have nothing to do with bases. We're talking about Hezbollah now.
Look,
They want to listen, Habibi. They want to kill famous figures in Kuwait. Nothing to do with the American. Don't mix it. I live here. I'm telling. Actually, check it in the news because we put that in the news as well. Well, don't make me get angry in the morning. Good morning. Let me drink my coffee.
Oh shit! You finna get angry.
والله العظيم حبيبي, if I get angry, I'll come to you.
Hey, I put some links in the chat. Bima should read up because Bima is an ignorant young person who doesn't realize she's saying that she wants to join the mafia. She's so ignorant, she doesn't realize when you join a terrorist organization, guess what you gotta do? You gotta go out and kill innocent people, and she's that stupid. She comes on here and says she wants to join Hezbollah. That's how ignorant she is, and that's how stupid she is. Read up, Bima. You're gonna need to know what it takes to be a terrorist. You're gonna have to go kill innocent people, you stupid fucking idiot.
I mean, it's true. When you're time to kill, you have to either kill or contribute to killing innocent people.
I love to ask a question if you don't mind. Like, who is the most profitable right now out of this war? Have anybody already questioned this?
China.
No, the elites. Like, if you were actually going
Oh my god, but there's always gonna be fucking elites. Why don't you go blow yourself up if you get tired of the elites? God damn it, there's always gonna be somebody who's an elite person.
There is no way on earth that you are actually getting rid of the elites because they are the shareholders of literally almost 70% of everything in the world. So they are actually controlling almost half of the planet if you're actually going through all of that.
The elites control 100% of the planet because every society, every society throughout all time has been controlled by another person.
Okay, going through that, do you know already who is the owner of BlackRock, right?
Did you say black cock?
There we go. Everything's gonna go back to this.
Did you know OnlyFans creator died? Did you know the OnlyFans creator died? Do you know what killed him? Do you know what killed the guy? It was a turbo cancer from the vaccine. You gotta whisper it though.
Don't you fuck with me, wow.
They say 3 million Americans died as a result of taking the Zav. Link is in the chat.
I took the vaccine. When am I going to die?
Ignorant that all the elites is actually controlling almost all of the world and you just don't see it. That's really sad.
I do have a question though. So
Go ahead.
Hezbollah, okay. If Hezbollah is Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, okay. If they're as crazy and bad as is being communicated, why were so many Christians living there peacefully?
They are Lebanese. This is their land. They have to live there. It's their land. It's their right to live there. Nobody can get them out of there. It doesn't matter what's your religion. Your loyalty is for the land at the end of the day. And Hezbollah can't get them out. They are Lebanese. It's not up to them. And plus, Christian mostly they live in peace anyways. Even Sunnah there, they live in peace. The issue is with Hezbollah, which is a part of Iran regime. You have to understand, they are Shia, but not any Shia. They are the Shia, the extreme Shia from Iran.
Actually, also, what is not actually said out loud in many ways, Abdul, I would like to address Bima. What is also not said out loud is that that the Hezbollah have been doing dawah on people, and they've been converting a lot of the Christians to
to Islam, and actually a lot of Christians have left Lebanon. Like if you look at the percentages of Muslims versus Christians in Lebanon from like 1948 until now, you see like the Muslim population is growing.
Only because Muslims have more kids, that's it, not because they are converted.
Not only because of this.
Doesn't the Muslim population, like, aren't they constantly growing all around the world?
Yes, a lot of it is because of births, like you said, but also through conversions, and also because Christians are moving. Christians are moving because of the terrorism.
Yeah, the terrorism that Bima wants to join. Never forget that on this day, March 27, 2026, Bima declared her allegiance to Hezbollah. She's a traitor and a terrorist.
Stop. Just stop. You're such a loser. What are you doing? You're bald. You're sitting in your fucking chair on TikTok with your fat gut. Your phones, lying on people.
It's been a long winter. I'm gonna get the summer bod shape started soon. Take it easy on the stomach now.
I'm so surprised.
I do yoga.
Of any type of fucking things to say about other women's bodies when you sit there with your fucking nasty gut, dude. Do you know you were on screen the other day and you picked your nose and then you wiped it on your shirt and it was on your shirt, dude. Like it was the black shirt. Go back and look.
Yeah, the shirt. You got me there. You got me there. I'm not gonna lie. It was a long few days. You know, these rooms were hot. I was working overtime over here filming it all. Give me a break. I'm working here filming 24 hours a day. I couldn't take a break. I just took a nice hot shower. I'm all clean again. Look at the new live. Look at the new live. I know. That shirt was dirty. It had more than boogers on it. It had more than boogers on it. Did you see the white stains?
He picked it with his left finger. Where? He picked it with his left finger, and then he put it and he just wiped it right under white juicy. Don't say that guy. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Well, you could watch me in my new clean shirt. But yeah, I'm not denying it. That shirt got a lot of wear over 3 days. But Matt Cool put together the biggest banger rooms at Clubhouse. I think I'm gonna win an Academy Award or something.
There's a lady on stage. Oh, two. There's two ladies on stage. No more booger talk. And for the record, John Kitover, I hope you're streaming. No, I don't pledge my allegiance to Hezbollah. However, I will say that I would create my own resistance, and I would justify. And I would do, because I'm not going to harm other innocent people, but I will defend innocent people and their homes, the 1.5 million people in southern Lebanon who have been displaced, peaceful human beings. Over 100 children have been murdered. Up to 1,000 people have been slaughtered. Okay, their homes destroyed. The only things that they have in their older life, they have their homes, their farms, completely taken and stolen from them. Completely gone. Okay? Gone. And yes, that would be war for me, and I would stand with the southern Lebanese people, the innocent, peaceful people that are not a part of any type of harming of other innocent people.
Got it.
And I would even South Lebanon curse is having Hezbollah there, where Hezbollah is making their life dangerous. Because if you're hitting missiles, you need to know that you're going to be hit back.
Exactly. So this is the thing. Now this is a question because I heard, this is what I heard. I heard Ben Gurion. Oh, well, I didn't actually hear him. But I read that he had an idea, a vision for Israel back not during 1982, the first time Israel tried to expand into Lebanon up to the Litani River. But years before that, not in the 70s, not in the 60s, not in the 50s. You might say by the 40s, maybe 1940, maybe the armistice. No, before that, and not in the 30s, not in the 1918. Ben-Gurion had the vision. We will have up to the Litani River.
Let them try, Bina. Let them try.
It's not a report. It's their quotes.
It's the source, not the report. The source that you read.
You could, sure, I could, but you can also do it, and I'm sure that you'll find it. Just do Ben-Gurion quotes about the Litani River, 1918.
I believe you, but do you think Israel can take all of that? They can't even Palestine for 1,000 years now, what, 70, 60 years?
Well, did you hear that their government, that the Israeli government just announced that they will be moving their borders, the Israeli border, and they are going to be annexing up to the Litani River? They just pushed all of those residents over, up north, past the Litani River. They bombed all 5 bridges, making it impossible to come in. And they said nobody could come back here, and unless we say so. They have boots on the ground. And the government just announced it. These are official government authorities that said, yeah, we're taking it. We're going to expand. So, I mean, they lost it. They
always want to expand. They always want to expand. Everybody knows, but they can't. That's the question. Can they?
Okay, so I'm reading it. It says that in 1918, between 1918 and 1920, and this is the context, the Ben-Gurion mentioned something about the Litani River, but it had to do with water resources. And this was before the borders, or the ideas of the borders of like modern Israel were established. And today it really doesn't matter because Israel has like the most water production in this part of the Middle East, right? And they do it through desalination and through various other means of water production. So we have the technology now. We don't need the water resources from the Litani River.
Well, I mean, the government already announced it. Your government.
When did they announce that?
They announced it on the 24th. They said that.
Can you send me that link? Because I didn't read that.
You could just Google it.
No, please send it to me so I can, because I want to see what source you're reading it from.
It was from Reuters.
Oh, okay. So will you please, if you don't mind, do me a favor and like put a link in the chat?
You want me to go find it for you? But you're gonna have to do the same thing. Why do you want me to do the work for you? I can't give you the source.
This isn't the let me Google that for you show.
I'll do it for you because you asked nicely.
Oh my gosh! Wow, what a gracious moderator.
Hey, you just get a napkin.
Well, I want to say that
about your nose and keeping the borders clean.
Well, anyways, Matt Beaver, you guys have put on some very intense rooms over the past 4 days, and it's hard to pull away as somebody, who's been enjoying it and recording it all and the chaos. And I'm just wondering, like, what's the magic? How do you get, how are you doing all of this? What's the magic recipe?
They use tissues.
Can you send me a clip of people calling you out?
Wait, do you want the clip of me picking my nose and wiping the booger on my shirt, or do you want the past 10 minutes?
I can imagine it. Don't need to show us.
And I want you to overrate the commentary over the clip so that she's narrating it with what she's calling you.
And next time, like on this clip, can you like eat the booger? Like, what? It's some fucked up shit.
See, what I actually do not like is that we spend all of our time as Americans debating and arguing international affairs, and Bima is willing to die on a hill and become a Hezbollah agent terrorist, give somebody back their farm that they lost in a military operation.
Don't say that.
So what I'm trying to say is, I find it ridiculous that in America, if you don't pay your property taxes, they will take your house from you. But Bima's not willing to stand with her voters here in America and make America her priority. Instead, she's on here hypnotizing people about bullshit stuff overseas. It's got nothing to do with we Americans. I understand we all have an opinion and we like geostrategic political affairs. But the fact of the matter is, America is beyond broke. We're in debt tenfold over, and we're still doing international regime change and military policing overseas with no budgetary constraints whatsoever. So I'm just saying, as an American, vote as if your fucking life matters and vote for America. Vote for yourself. Stop voting for this international fucking drama show. I'm sick of it.
So, John, you gotta make up your mind. Sorry, Sam, one second, John, you gotta make up your mind. Either it doesn't matter, and America shouldn't be involved, or we shouldn't be sitting here discussing it, or it does matter because we just what is it? What did our treasury just announce? That we were insolvent, or basically at least mathematically we're insolvent. I mean, come on. Are we supposed to care about it or not? Right? I don't know.
Well, I don't know, to be fair, but if I could, to illustrate.
I will put that link here for the Hezbollah in Kuwait.
You don't believe that Bima does actually believe that governments should sort of control states and that there shouldn't be particular borders. But when it comes to resistance and the people resisting against what she believes are established governments or
you could watch me in my new clean shirt.
Destroyed. So this is why she focuses on.
I'm not denying it. That shirt got a lot of wear for 3 days, but Matt Cool put together the biggest banger rooms of Clubhouse. I think I'm gonna win an Academy Award or something.
Or any of the other Muslim countries.
Hold on. I understand. Well, I don't think. I'm not sure my reading is your.
John Kitover.
You check the link in the chat, guys.
Maybe you shouldn't quit your day job. I'm not occupied by a government that's a Muslim government. I'm occupied by I believe, the Israelis. That's what I believe. I see Israelis capturing our legislators, bringing them over in junkets en masse to campaign to them to pass legislation and lobby our own legislators. Okay, 50 states and one Israel having first time in history. Okay, and then anti-BDS laws. Great, half of you got it. Half of you have implemented these anti-BDS laws in your states. For the rest of you that haven't, implement them, do it, because anti-Semitism, right? This isn't grassroots, this isn't American made, this is lobbying, this is ruling elites deciding what to do, putting crap in states, protecting, what? Like freedom of association, what are you talking about? You're gonna affect the people in another country and the type of contracts that we have and what we can and can't say, because we already have anti-discrimination laws. If you're worried about discrimination, use our anti-discrimination laws to protect you, right?
John Kitover.
Where are you going? You think that your country deserves a special protection? I'm sorry.
Or whatever, but they don't have to be as
John Kitover. These little neighbors help me win the race. Our campaign.
I'm not saying this. Maybe I'll retract that statement.
John Kitover.
Government asking anti-discrimination laws in America for the state of Israel.
I just explained it. I just went through the whole thing.
Yeah, but America doesn't have not
in Israel, in America. They're asking, they're dictating what Americans can and can't do, and what type of funding American companies can get according to who they want to freely associate with or not. And if it just happens,
like supporting terrorists or terrorist groups by the American government, like
no, by not doing business with the Jewry. If you protest, yes, the Jewry, Jewry. It's a word. I learned it from reading the World Zionist Organization. Protocol things. Okay, they refer to
the Elders of Zion.
No, not the Elders of Zion or the Lovers of Zion, the World Zionist Organization. You know, that one organization that has been around since, I don't know, early 1900s, it used to meet every year, then every 2 years, now meets every 4 years.
What is your point, Bima? What is your point?
Resolutions and thousands of members that they put over multiple, all different countries, over 40 different countries. They have thousands and thousands of acting agents, and then they control some of the biggest Zionist organizations. I forget the two that are the most prominent, but then they deploy them into the United States and the other 40 countries to then push Zionism, and they give it all its right. World Zionist Organization. I encourage everybody to go look it up.
It sounds like you're saying the Zionists are sleeper cells.
I mean, like, go look it up. They're extremely organized. They're very involved in their politics.
Is that a sin? Isn't that just intelligence, Bima? Are you just criticizing the fact that they're well organized? What's your point? Hello?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, no problem. So, in the United States, we have Republican and Democratic committees, right, in each of our local municipal jurisdictions.
Don't forget the libertarians.
Well, libertarians, they might be here or there, but they're not usually a party to the left and the right.
Ron Paul was a presidential candidate.
Yes, but I'm talking about in your city committee,
I'm running for mayor of Chicago as a libertarian. I'm just saying libertarians are real and they're on the ballot.
Yeah. I'm not saying that the Libertarian Party doesn't exist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that every jurisdiction in the United States you have, because it's necessary, it's written into the structure of how we govern ourselves. Even when it comes down to elections, you notice that you don't have a Libertarian Party. Every election, when you have your elections inspector, you have to have 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats. Nothing to do with any type of Libertarians. 2 Democrats, 2 Republicans. You have a Republican commissioner and a Democrat commissioner for elections in every jurisdiction in the country. Okay, you're talking about villages, hamlets, towns, cities, counties, all the state, okay, all the way up. And that's what I mean by the 2 parties. So you have Democrats and you have Republicans. Now, what I'm saying is that I'm not doing business with the Jewry, and they're so organized that they have their own organized layer of hierarchy of deployment that come out that do the same thing that the Democrats and the Republicans do. They get people to vote. They order. I mean, like, it's crazy. Just go and look it up, research it as the most powerful, I mean, like, they're just. There's no other organization that's as powerful as the Jewry. When they come together, they get shit done. APAC, that's it. It's powerful, but you know what? That's just a farce. It's really the connections. It's the power of the connections deepens. That's why they voted APAC the most powerful PAC. Not financially. It's through connections. It's through the power and the influence. Everything beginning to register and voting and organizing people to vote.
Yeah, but Bima, you're making it sound as if there's something sinister here as opposed to just doing business and living life and wanting security and safety and health and prosperity. You're projecting perhaps your own delusion onto an organization dedicated to the security and preservation of a group. What the fuck do you think groups do? What do you think nonprofits and corporations do? They invest because they're self-interested. You're just describing reality, but you have no fucking point.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody like you would come to that conclusion, because you're just delusional and you have boogers in your nose.
Well, listen, you got me there. You caught me picking my nose, but I still got at least a point when I put my finger up in the nostril to get the booger out. You still got no fucking point. I could pick my nose and have more of a point than what you just said. You just described reality. Wow. You hear that, everybody? Whoa.
The point is it's supposed to explain the influence of the World Zionist Organization and Zionists in American politics and how it affects Americans and how it's not democratic grassroots legislation that's being passed. It's external ruling elite lobbying that comes over, and that's what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm talking about by the occupation, by being occupied. Okay, so
Americans being occupied by Jews.
By a very powerful force.
You know, Bima, I hate to break the bad news to you, but this country's $40 trillion in debt and $100 trillion in unfunded debt. Even if you're right, it still doesn't fix shit. Therefore, you still got no fucking point.
Oh, no, I don't have a point, except our country literally...
Is that Dr. Megatron? Is that the motherfucking Megatron, my hero? My Catholic savior? I became Catholic because of Megatron. I was confirmed in the Catholic Church this past Friday. Thank you. You saved my soul. You made me Catholic again, Megatron. I do, and that guy, he's always playing with his hair, and he's got hair plugs. He's very he's got a lot of self-confidence issues. He's a little Napoleon Bonaparte. He's going to take back Cuba, and, you know, they say Kash Patel will become the leader of Iran. It's going to be an amazing 2026.
What title does Marco Rubio hold? And what did he say?
Secretary of State said that you could be a Hezbollah terrorist, and I filed a FISA report with the FBI against you, Dr. Bima.
That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. And he said that the reason that we went to war it was because Israel was going to we got pulled into it. Okay, that's what happened. Pentagon. Israel was going to attack, and then it was going to fall back on us, so we had to defend ourselves. So we got pulled into it. This is the first time that we got pulled into it in June of 2025 with the 12-day war. Just more bullshit, right? Okay, there was no imminent threat. The imminent threat thing was a complete bullshit, complete farce. We had Joe Kent, the director of the counter-terrorist national, what was it? Director of the counter-terrorist something, right? He even admitted. He's like, he resigned. He said, this is bullshit. This is not true. Very nice. Proxies. Terrorists are like, yeah, absolutely. Do we agree that they're just like, yeah, sure, we can even agree to that. But I think somebody who's the director of counterintelligence or counter-terrorist, right, with utmost intelligence, I think he would know more than anybody what the threat is. And what did he say? Okay, well, he's going to resign.
Yeah, but Bima, he's not the motherfucking commander-in-chief. He's just another fucking guy. He's not the commander-in-chief. He's not the commander-in-chief. He's a fucking guy who resigned and wrote a letter and got social media clout from it. He's not an elected leader. He's not the president. He's a fucking guy with a lot of good hair. He's got great hair. You gotta give him good. He got great fucking hair, doesn't he?
No.
So, the 12-day war was more so about the fact of what's currently happening in southern Lebanon, right? Where, and also with the Houthis and with Hamas, because the IDC has been funding all of these groups and effectively causing like the issues in the various aspects of the region, right? And this is part of the reason why who is not a Zionist and doesn't agree with the country or the government of Israel, supports taking down the IRGC to some extent, right? Why she says that Hezbollah is a terror group, and she probably would have a similar feeling about the Houthis and probably about Hamas also. if she, I don't want to speak for you. E, you can clarify if you would please. But the IRGC has been basically terrorizing the entire area. This is why Lebanon, the Lebanese government, is doing what it's doing, kicking out the Iranians, trying to kick out Hezbollah if they can. Can get a hold of it, and this is why also many of the surrounding Arab countries are also, while quietly, so seemingly to help America and Israel contain some of Iran's rockets and warfare.
Yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. Right.
Good morning.
Good morning. I don't disagree with any of that. But what my contention is we were lied to. We were perceivably lied to. You know, the president, there was just a meeting, I think it was held yesterday. I have to figure out what it was, but it was like some directed this intelligence meeting, and the people that attended, the officials that attended, were so disgusted by the lack of non-information that they were basically given, like, there is no plan here. Let me bring it up real quick.
Well, as far as being lied to, anybody who probably served in the military will tell you that the average individual on the street of America doesn't really deserve any information about going to war, because the people at the top have the intelligence, and while some people at the top may feel like they were lied to, the president of the United States and his cabinet have the most. They have access to basically all of the intelligence in the world. So even if somebody made such a claim, they would be able to use whatever information that they get from other sources to validate that claim if they want to, or they can just go to war if they choose to. The American people may not like that, and they can go against it, right? They can fight and protest and do whatever they can. But effectively, when it comes to matters of national security, you as a person on the internet don't necessarily need all the information or intelligence that is needed to make decisions to go to war. Right? It's like you're not sitting in a command center in a war room or anything like this. Like, you're just on the internet with whatever sort of information that you can read from the news. You aren't making any decisions about who has to live and who has to die. And that is unfortunately what people have to do when they are either defending their country or defending their resources or making certain financial decisions for their population.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you. But the president still has a responsibility to the people to at least tell other people who in the cabinet or whatever else what's going on. Like, there has to be some sort of accountability, right? Because if the president just woke up today and said, okay, we're gonna go and bomb Israel, I think we would all be like, oh. Yeah, no, I said Israel. No, I said Israel for a reason, right? Because you would want to know, and you wouldn't be saying, well, you're just a person on the internet, you don't deserve. No, there's a responsibility. Like, sure, yeah, maybe there is some intelligence that he has. Something's going on, and something's gonna happen, and it's an Israel. Just trust him and close our eyes in it. No. There's layers to this. There is a responsibility. There is a duty. We're not asking for all the information, but we need to make sure that the criteria is met, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need all of the details, but I do want to know if the details that you have met the criteria that is necessary for what would be.
What criteria are you talking about? In war, there is no criteria.
Who determines the criteria?
The imminent threat. There's different doctrines. There's the Carolyn doctrine. There's the Bush doctrine. There was things that were expanded by Bush to. There's a criteria of what would be considered an imminent threat versus a preemptive.
Bima, how long does it take a socialist to become a fascist? How long does it take a communist to become a fascist?
I don't know. I'm going to refer that to John Kitover. He should be able to answer that.
Listen, you're dancing around communism and fascism, and you don't even know it. You've already admitted you're willing to join a terrorist organization dedicated to murder, and it's basically the mafia. I mean, you actually would fit in with a mafia organization well. You would be a great female captain of some, hierarchy. The point is, this room has no point. Even the title itself is ranking our presidents, and you got Buchanan at 45. He's at least in the top 10.
John, I don't know what to say to you anymore.
Well, you're not wrong. I do have a gut going, but it's been a long winter, and I've eaten a lot of chicken shawarma. The Palestinians have moved in, and I've been eating all their delicious chicken, and I got a gut from the Palestinians, and they're great cooks. You ever had garlic, dip? Oh my God, these Palestinians, they are cuisine. They're the best. They know how to cook.
Did you eat it with garlic and what do you call this one? The vegetable that you شو اسمه مخلل شو مخلل ذكرني.
Arabic salad.
With garlic and pickles.
Listen, the greatest thing about we're talking about garlic sauce and shawarma over here. We're not trying to talk about the decimation and obliteration of the IRGC. We've moved past that topic. There will be no IRGC by Sunday. Trust me. Pete Hegseth is willing to go all the way. I can't believe they've done even what they've done. They're either geniuses or they're madmen. It's hard to tell.
A little bit of both. Do you think Trump is a big Khanith or not?
Joker, عقل.
I think he is. I think he is totally big Khanith.
ويلي. Joker, push.
Joker يا شرموطة.
برجع يقول شرموطة هذا. You like شرموطة with garlic, but you like شرموطة with where?
Delambaran Kheritain Shoda. I just want all the Iranians here to know that America is coming to liberate your nation and that we will free you from the treachery of the IRGC and their cruel assassins that are murdering you in the streets. America is willing to go all the way. Are you willing to meet us to help claim your sovereign land as your own again, free from these Islamic terrorists?
And what's that?
We already chatted if you want it.
Well, you guys got to start reading Rumi, Jalal al-Din.
Of the U.S. and you just happen to live in southern Lebanon, if you're a non-Hezbollah, peaceful individual who just owns a farm minding your own business, I'm sorry, America isn't going to do anything about that except continue to participate and fund the people who have pushed you out of your homes, destroyed your homes, killed children, your children, and
Yeah, that's the terrorist organization known as Hezbollah, which you want to join.
No. We're talking about Israel.
Oh, gotta clarify. It's called subject object. Gotta make sure you're specific here. I got it confused with Hezbollah for a second.
If you were listening, you would have known.
You're really flattening the situation, though, right? You're flattening it because your position is like you believe that Israel is doing something which is like colonizing some land in southern Lebanon, and the reason why Hezbollah started was because they wanted to fight them. No, the reason why Israel actually entered southern Lebanon, at least based off of what I read, was because the PLO was originally there, and then Iran helped to build Hezbollah in order to help the PLO fight the Israelis, and the PLO collapsed, and they moved, I guess, into the West Bank, or became the West Bank, and then the Hezbollah
not doing
is in
business
southern Lebanon, continuing to fight. So they are the terrorists in southern Lebanon are the reason why Israel is there to begin with. Now, you can see
Except Hezbollah didn't come until after Israel occupied southern Lebanon to begin with.
Yeah, but they did it because of the PLO in southern Lebanon. They already had terrorist groups in southern Lebanon. Israel didn't just enter southern Lebanon, right? It's the same thing with the Golan Heights. Israel didn't just quote unquote occupy the Golan Heights. Israel took over control over the southern Golan Heights because of the attacks
How
on
much do I need to go, God? Don't these beautiful things that I've done. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God.
This was unexpected.
But what does that have to do with the peaceful people who are just living peacefully on their farms? The Christian priest who was just killed, by the way, or the Catholic priest, he said they told him, you have to get out because there's danger here. And he said, no, this is where I've lived my whole life. This is where I've built my life. This is where I've built this. This is mine. I'm going to live and I'm going to die. And unfortunately, he's now dead.
That's the choice that he made, and that's the choice that the government made, right? So the people...
The government did it. Yeah, the Israeli government did to kill an innocent person, right? He killed a priest. Killed a Catholic priest. You're going to justify that. Justify it. Go ahead.
I'm justifying it. That's you know that rockets and bombs are coming from your place and going into another place, and there's going to be retaliation, and the government tells you to move, and you don't move, then that's your own fault, right? It's the same as in Israel. There are people in northern Israel with Hezbollah, right? And the government said, okay, people, you have to evacuate, and those people that chose not to evacuate and they died, that's their responsibility. They have the opportunity to leave. The government of Israel has evacuated a lot of people from the north of Israel. They said, okay, we will put you up in temporary housing or find you a place to go, but you have to get out of here because this is effectively a war zone. Lebanon did the exact same fucking thing. They said, okay, people, this is a war zone. Get the fuck out. Go somewhere else, and you can go back when it's over. But they chose not to go. Because why? Their personal pride, right? Individual pride. People are allowed to have their individual pride. That's fine.
Bima doesn't believe in personal responsibility, intelligence, or common sense. She just cares about the average farmer who's getting pushed around and abused. Right, Bima?
I care about innocent, peaceful people who are minding their own business. Yeah.
Sometimes in order to stay that way and stay alive, you have to run when you see bullets coming, right? You don't just stand and say,
does not justify
bullets are going to go around me.
Right, no, I understand that. I understand that, but that does not justify the atrocities that the other people are creating. If you want to get Hezbollah, go ahead. Go in and get Hezbollah. But do it in a way that isn't going to be indiscriminate and creating...
Achek! My man Achek! Commander, 5-star General of the Southern Sudanese Liberation Army. How long will we have to listen to these horrible, terrible people, Achek? Until they finally come around and realize how stupid they are. They're low IQ. Bima admitted that she would join Hezbollah and kill people. She's a terrorist. She said it. She's shameless.
An innocent person that you've just grabbed, okay, and you're holding them in front of you, and you're taking a gun and you're pointing it at me. Okay, you're pointing the gun at me. Now, I have a gun too, but I'm going to use my gun in self-defense. If I shoot through, instead of shooting you... Okay,
we're going to have to call Optimus Prime to handle this one.
It's not justified. I'm not going to shoot through an innocent person. I'm creating another victim. I'm getting you, but I'm creating another victim. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And that's why we don't do it. And that's why we don't do it on a micro level, because we understand that that's not right.
No, this is slightly retarded because one is called a moral quandary, and people who are in the military or whatever, people who are philosophers and people who talk about morality, they talk about these things all the time. Why? Because they actually happen in real life. They actually happen in real life, and they happen more often than we like to think. That innocent people are victimized in the process of other people's conflicts, and that is
Achek can't pull away. He keeps coming back. I'm in the room he wants to be in.
From one place to another, otherwise you will be damaged, and you choose not to go, then you put yourself in danger. You are taking that responsibility upon yourself.
No. What's happening is, well, that's part of it. Sure, you're taking responsibility.
No, what's happening is Bima's world is happening right now.
You'll go in a second. You'll take your turn. But that still does not justify the harm that the other person is creating. You cannot harm and create another victim while claiming self-defense. That does not math. It will not ever math. Unfortunately, we have people still to this day that want to use the primitive mind of the
personal responsibility.
quandary to use this term of collateral damage. No, sorry. If you want to get the offender, go in and get the offender and stop the offender. If you're going to harm an innocent person, you're now creating another victim. And that victim and that victim's family now has full authority to then harm you. Okay? And so now, because they're going to defend themselves. And so now they're shooting at you, you're shooting at the people behind them, right? But because now the new people are shooting at you and the people behind them are shooting at you, now you're going to have more people shoot. Do you understand how that doesn't work?
So is that your justification of Hezbollah and Hamas creating also their own terrorists, right? Like you're saying that now they're justified, or these innocent people are justified, quote unquote, in their families. Now you're saying that these Israelis are also justified in being blood redeemers for their families because of what Hezbollah and Hamas are doing.
Isn't that what Israel's doing?
No, that's actually just not telling the one.
Okay.
Bima, I'm not gonna talk about Israel because I don't care about this subject, but I'll tell you something about Hezbollah. Hezbollah is like the Iranian regime. They use their people as shield. So they don't have to be between houses hitting other countries. They can be like, as you said, in farms or something far away from people.
You should be taking notes, Bima, so you know how to be Hezbollah. You're gonna have to sacrifice your loved ones for your cause, Bima.
Argument for defunding AIDS medication.
People don't understand how Islamic terrorism actually works. She thinks it's just resistance groups like, Black American resistance against slavery and segregation or something like this. This is not the same thing.
No, I don't. You can replace any variable. It doesn't matter. The point is that if you're going to claim self-defense, you can't create new victims. Period. Full stop.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's a lot.
Especially when you offer people the way out, right? If you offer people a way out, and you aren't just like shooting through the person that's killing them, and like people on both sides are telling you to like move out of the way, and you just say, no, I'm not gonna move out of the way. I'm gonna stand right here and be my peaceful self. You are going to be in the middle of the conflict. You are then using that as you are making a choice. That is your choice. You can't claim to be a victim when you are told how to not be a victim.
Of course you can, because explain to me what onus I have to do anything for you. I don't. Why do I have to move out of my home as a peaceful person, not harming any other peaceful people? If you're the one who's going to be the offender, if you're the one who's going to initiate the aggression on Hezbollah, right, or you're going to defend yourself, I have no obligation to you.
This is like Bart Simpson and Homer Simpson, with Bart Simpson saying, "Get out of my way. I'm throwing out air punches. Get out of my way." And Lisa's like, "If you walk in my direction throwing air punches and you hit me, I'm not at fault. You're at fault." Bima, Shai just talked about philosophy. Okay, Super Green Bean fascist moderator.
I do like you, and I do.
Well, I didn't mind. At least you muted yourself.
I want you to know that I do like you, and I do respect some of your opinions, but that is really like the dumbest argument I've ever heard an adult make. You have responsibility to yourself and your family and all those other people to move out of the way of danger, so that you are not being a victim and not being killed. Like that is, you don't have a responsibility to them to not kill you. You have a responsibility to yourself and your own life and how to protect your life. That's how you do it. They say get out of the way or you will die, so you get out of the way so you don't die. It's like at a stop sign or a red light. You look at a crosswalk. You look both ways before crossing the street so you don't get hit by a car.
Right, and what I'm saying is, right, if that's the case, if you're not intelligent enough to create a situation where you're only harming the person who's threatening you, you feel that you're going to harm, you're not creative enough, you're not thoughtful enough to figure it out on your own, where you have to endanger other peaceful people. Okay, the point is why? I mean, I don't know if I can.
Can I say something? I want to just add something that, like, the people who are living in the area and they don't want to stand against their freedom and their safety, they have to suffer, unfortunately. Like, I'm Iranian. When IRGC gets power, I should maybe earlier stand against them. To not be like this. Now, the US and Israel wants to attack us to just let us be free. So, which means that I am also somehow encountered in this situation. I had to do something which I didn't really late.
It's not really your fault. You need guns against them.
Unfortunately, people living in area with Hezbollah, if they are really clever, they should not let them live there in the beginning.
This whole it's guns against people, guys. You need to understand. It's guns against people. If you don't have a
I
gun,
know this is a gun against people, but I'm just explaining you.
Tax went up again this year. The property tax rates our families are.
that's what they want. Hezbollah wants
Sorry, shutting down. I just want to film my account, show you all the videos I have. Trying to get over to Mayor Chicago. Most of these videos are all from campaigns in Michigan, and I'm shooting videos with them straight from the
technique, like this is a technique, war technique, because they can just like them Hezbollah themselves, they can just let the area be free and they can
tax went up again this year. The property tax rates our families are staring at. Not anymore. On day one, we were cutting property taxes by 50%.
It's a fucking terrorist group, and whoever agree with them is considered like, I can't even say that, so.
Those numbers mark the time.
I'm just telling you that.
Chicago, tonight we run it.
Who are living in
The mayor of Riverton is beginning to take shape, and tonight a new name is on the ballot. Local veteran and small business owner.
So they have to stand against them. Otherwise, they have to suffer. Now you see, we Iranian, we should stand against this Islamic regime earlier. Maybe we could do better. But we didn't do that. That's why we are suffering now.
So we have E here, who I believe is in Arab, and she speaks Arabic, and she understands like the Arab world. Us that, you know, Hezbollah is a terrorist group.
John Kitover News, time for the deepest breath of the day.
As shields against their enemies.
Son of Chicago, the crime wave ends.
As part of their like body count.
Chicago, settle onto your mat. Breathe in with
Poor here.
This is our moment. We're on flags and stories.
He and his people are being oppressed by
John Kitover. And these little neighbors.
And they're taking personal responsibility, and they're willing to deal with that cost in order to be freed from this Islamic terrorism. And yet we have Bima here, who's sitting in America somewhere, talking on the internet outside of warfare, who's telling them, well, you know, they're really victimized by the other people who are trying to save them, not the people who are trying to. I don't know what she believes Hezbollah and IRGC are actually trying to do.
Well, I mean, I don't think it matters where I'm sitting. Either my argument is valid or it's not valid, right? You don't have to, like, circumstantial ad on me, right? We could take the case of the priest.
The property tax rates our families are staring at. Not anymore. On day one, we are cutting property tax.
Because as an innocent, peaceful person, he decided to stay in his home. Okay? And so ultimately, what you're trying to claim is that this man has an obligation to surrender his church, his body, just because Israel has a a grievance with Hezbollah. Okay, that doesn't exist. That's bullshit. That's trash. Okay, your right to self-defense doesn't automatically become another innocent person's duty to self-sacrifice. It's trash, and it's what people do to justify the atrocities like so. You want to go and get Hezbollah? Go get Hezbollah. Yes, I do have a solution.
Against Hezbollah and against Iran, good government, and against Israel at the same time. There is no problem with that. We're against all of them. We're against war. We want world peace. We want this to be done at the end of the day. We're against it all, but war is fucked up.
Right, and I am saying that in the 21st century, in 2026, with the technology that we have, with Trump's discombobulator, God bless him, that's a real quote, you can't make this stuff up, okay, with the technology that we have, which what I'm told, the reason that we have such an intense relationship with Israel is because of all of their intelligence and the science and the stuff that they give us okay. Well, show me that you can defend yourself without creating other innocent victims. I support that fully. But when you're going to create other victims, listen, if you wanted to tell this priest, you can tell this priest, if Israel, and just 1 second, just 5 seconds. Let me just finish this thought. Let me finish just 5 seconds. If Israel wanted to go to this priest and say, hey, look, we need you to go out of your home for the next week. We're going to do this and this and this. Okay? This area is going to be, we don't want you to get hurt. If anything is damaged, we will fix it. But we want you to be safe. I'm sure he would have said, no problem. But that's not what was sold to him. What's sold to him with the other people is get the fuck out. Your homes, your life, you are going to sacrifice for our self-defense. And everything that you've worked for, everything that you've built, you own, is now going to be for the sake and sacrifice of this other structure, this other government, the Israelis, okay? Bullshit.
The mayor of Riverton is beginning to take...
Just a second. And say something, okay?
The danger of always arguing.
I just want to say that.
Yeah, I know.
How come? Wait. I want to say that.
Jake, and tonight a new name is on the ballot. Local veteran and small business owner John Kitover of
Bima, just a second. I just want to ask, how do you, why you are not thinking about the people in Israel when they are attacked and they are innocent and they are dying because of the Hezbollah? What do you have for that?
I 110% have always supported self-defense. I 110 support self-defense, 110% support self-defense to give you the tools necessary that you need to go in to stop the aggressor. I support that. If my tax does it, I support it. But I am not going to support the displacement, the homes, the having other people sacrifice.
You cannot cure a cancer without taking chemotherapy. When you're taking chemotherapy, some of good cells are dying. You have no other option.
And sometimes chemotherapy kills you. Sometimes chemotherapy isn't good and it will kill you. I know because it's almost happened to my mother. Chemotherapy almost kills her from a terminal cancer. Back to my first. If we didn't stop the chemo, the chemo would have killed her, okay, before her terminal cancer would have. Okay, so this is my point. My point, right, well, I just wanted to make, I just thought it was an opportunity to shit on
Tonight we were...
208, start over, because I was...
Tonight we read a new chapter!
That happens a lot. The problem with always angrily arguing in the hypothetical is that you set up these unrealistic around everything. Is there's one good, one bad, and you see the world through a blinkered view. If you actually looked at the complexities that in real life, as opposed to arguing in the hypothetical, make it hypothetical, but it doesn't make any sense to do so because you're basically wasting your time.
The hypothetical isn't supposed to be the hypothetical. The hypothetical is supposed to be there for us to
Those numbers, mark the time,
an idea to say, hey, look, this is an alternative, adjacent, possible, and if we adopt this, the goal is ultimately coexistence and peaceful coexistence with each other, right? But if you're saying that innocent people are morally obligated to sacrifice their rights, their property, so somebody else can carry out an attack on somebody else, that's just bullshit.
I'm going to stop you on the straw man because I didn't say anything of the sort. I was talking about when we disappear and navel gaze into oblivion and start coming up with these hypothetical situations that are framed. We frame the whole world into good and bad, like you've just demonstrated. You've demonstrated and then slipped in a fallacy and never said anything about putting people, in as cannon fodder and martyrs. I've never said anything of the sort. I was talking about how when you reason with hypotheticals, you're basically able to make any point, and the points that you're making have no weight to them because they have no material basis in reality. They're just pontification. We have to get out of these hypothetical, pseudo philosophical idealist directions like they have any weight, because all it's essentially doing is it's stamping your feet and saying, I want my way. We'll find the victim, we'll identify the victim.
All right, point of order, moderator, put me in the queue. This is John.
Oh, fuck off, shit lover.
Go ahead, booger boy.
So, I guess what I'd like to bring up is that we have two choices in life. Okay, Tuna Boy.
You're an insane person that no one will ever vote for unless they are off their meds. You literally.
Well, that's what I'm counting on, Tuna. There's a lot of people off their meds these days. So what I'm trying to say is we've got two choices. Point of order, moderator. Moderator, point of order. If I can't speak and I'm being interrupted, I'm requesting you shoot this man and put him in the goo. Put the children at the children's table.
Listen, you know where you've been fucking your trials, Alaska. You've missed the boat to get onto Epstein Island.
Hello, stop projecting, sir. Stop projecting. Stop projecting, sir. Point of order, moderator. Moderator, point of order. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn my volume down. I'm just going to keep speaking as if I can't hear you because the volume is down and I can't hear a word you're saying. So what I'm trying to say is, ladies and gentlemen, we have two choices. Two choices. We can either game the system, and that means be as strong as possible and try to win through brute strength by overcoming nature itself. Or you have a second choice. You have a socialist choice, which is not the fascist choice. But it's my opinion that people who claim that strength is fascism or Zionism is something other than nationalism, you have to realize that we have a failure to communicate. We have a language problem. We have a communication problem. Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com. This is Chicago mayoral candidate John Kitover. I am complete.
Why not let this child molesting faggot into a Discord when we were having a conversation? Literally, you only lick other men's arseholes just to shit over so you can get a free meal.
Okay, let's pull it back. We can pull it back. Okay, so I'm gonna respond to Tuna real quick. So Tuna, I don't know what you mean by hypothetical. I'm not giving any hypotheticals. I'm trying to draw a causal chain of analysis to show that you cannot, private property, consent, initiation of aggression, self-defense, I'm all down for it. You cannot create innocent, you can't create victims and claim self-defense. That's my ultimate point. If Israel wanted to say, hey, look, move out for the week while we do deal with this. Any damages we'll pay for, no problem. I would be down for that. I would understand that, but that's not what they said. They said you have to sacrifice your innocent status. You're no longer innocent just by proxy of where you're located. So you have to now sacrifice your home, your connection to the land, your career, your food, your food security, your financial. You have to sacrifice everything because I need to defend myself and my people next door. Okay, and you're not going to be able to come back. And by the way, not only are you not going to be able to come back, we're also taking this land now. We're taking over because we have to defend ourselves. That does not work.
That's insanity. We, again, as you said, we live in 2026. People are not serfs who are living off the land anymore unless they choose to. And if they do, they can go to a place. Even if they make that choice, they can go to a place nearby. Generally, and then I spent years serving this city. Food security and other work temporarily. Like it's crazy to make this giant leap. Nobody was making such a.
That was just Sam. I understand what you're saying, but that was what I saw. It was Steve Sweeney when he was going around and interviewing people. These were people that they had farms. You're talking about. I mean, like I don't know what you think southern Lebanon looks like, but from the Blue Line to the Litani River, 40 to 60 villages decimated. Okay, they were. A lot of people were farmers. A lot of it just was okay.
Just a few years ago.
Okay. So what's your point? Is that there are no farmers there?
No, I didn't say there are no farmers there. I said that people do not live as subsistence farmers, right? A subsistence farmer is a person who works the land for the purpose of having all of their food that they will probably ever have for a particular amount of time. These people have the ability to go transplant themselves temporarily to Beirut or whatever the case may be. The government, as far as I understood, was also going to help them or assist them. This was part of the process of them telling them to move so that they would be in a safer place, right? That's the reality on the ground. This isn't like the hypothetical situation of 2,000 years ago, you have to leave and you can't work on any other land or do whatever the case may be. Like there are governmental protocols in place in many places. And we can also see that the state of the
was drowning in debt. $48 billion.
Somewhat working with the state of Israel in this
was drowning in debt.
Against Hezbollah. It's actually pretty interesting that you don't actually talk about that. You talked about land rights and things like that, but you aren't talking about
every year
the Lebanese government is somewhat
keeping our neighborhoods that higher taxes
in this capacity against Hezbollah.
The reason is because I understand as a citizen in a state that my state doesn't represent me. My government doesn't represent me. Only I can represent myself. I don't have the ability or the power to dictate to the ruling elite what they're supposed to be doing or what they can and can't do. I can't do that. That's not in my power. The only power that I have
property taxes are on the rise again, and that's only part of what homeowners will be paying more for next year. Council approved a new water tax and
besides making sure that I'm not harming you or my neighbor. That's the only obligation that I have as a human being on this planet, okay? But that's your responsibility as well. That's your obligation to not harm another peaceful person, okay? We understand that states are rogue. I don't support a lot of things. I don't support, I won't say 100% of nothing because there's a lot of things that happens to me. But there's a lot of bad that I don't support, okay? And that doesn't have any. It's just a deflection. It's an excuse. It's a way to justify harming and sacrificing innocent, peaceful people in their homes and property. It doesn't matter what the Lebanese. The Israeli government, the defense minister said himself. He said, "Listen, this is what we're doing. We're going to be taking. We're going to be occupying it up to the Litani River, and you know what? We're going to be expanding our borders and." Like I said, the talks of annexation, we're taking over. It's And it's not new. It's not new. This is something that they've wanted to do. They've tried to do. They held it for 18 years before.
There is no other solution. You give me a solution for that. Let's say some of the people there, they want to hit me, they want to kill me, and I am acting against them. Okay? So, do you have any other solution? Give it.
Okay, I would say all they've done is they said, okay, everybody go on to, you leave here. But now you're just, there's these people are just on the other side. They're still there.
Years that taught me loyalty, discipline, and that people
they're not going to still do the same exact thing. You're not, all you're doing is
So you're dancing around your actual point. Just I want to say something that like Lima, most of the war happened between the Israel and the neighbors. It's just
In the years I worked,
I'm not
the
telling
uniform
all of them,
organization.
but most of them started when they attacked Israel first.
Years that taught me.
Right, but when you
Loyalty,
say they,
discipline.
that's a problem because the people who attacked Israel, sure, no problem, take them out. But what I'm saying is the innocent, if they've committed no wrongful acts against Israel.
I gave you the example of
Lima, you have an actual
but you
problem
couldn't
with
accept
reality.
it. Which almost 90% of the people who having cancer are cured by the chemotherapy. There are some casualties, but it happens.
We heard it, but is this high school? Are you guys honestly gonna argue over who threw the first punch? Is it high school? Is this high school? Hello?
What we're arguing is how we can justify self-defense while creating new victims, right? And I don't think in the 21st century you could still.
So I'm going to correct myself that this statement that you just made recently, like this thing that you went on for like 3 minutes, was the actual dumbest statement that I've ever heard an adult make. And then what you said before was the second dumbest statement that I've ever heard an adult make. Like these people are operating their way out. They are given responsibilities and told what to do by their governments. And yes, as a citizen, you have to do certain things that your government tells you to do. As part of the package of being a citizen of a state, being a part of a community, being a part of like a nation. That is part of your responsibility.
No, they're sovereign citizens in southern Lebanon, Shah. You didn't know they're part of the sovereign citizen movement down there.
I did not know this. I was not aware.
Yeah, they don't have to have driver's licenses, they don't have to have license plates, they don't have to pay city stickers, they don't gotta pay parking meters, they ain't gotta pay property taxes, they ain't gotta pay nothing. They're sovereign. That's what Bima's talking about. Bima's actually part of the sovereign, citizen movement. She's trying to get in on the Hezbollah grift, though. Don't you see it, Bima? You're just a low IQ, brainwashed grifter trying to get in on these terrorists' grift.
It's impossible. Like this is.
You told me that I had a dumb idea, but I'm just telling that.
No, not you, bro. I was saying Bima's idea was dumb. Not yours.
Okay, sorry. I'm just telling that in the beginning, we are living somewhere in an area. We have to try hard to just keep these people out of our life from the beginning. So we have to be aware where we are living. Like you in US, I'm giving an example of US, UK. If you see that these people are coming into your country and they're bringing mess, you have to stand it now. If you want to do it in 10 years after, maybe there are some issues comes up.
So what you're saying is keep the Ilhan Omars out and the people that cause political dissent and possibly military or social unrest dissent.
Why do people believe that like these particular terror groups have any like right or any more credibility than any other group of people? Like, and what are we really supporting here? What I don't even understand if people understand what right and wrong are anymore in the world.
We know your genocide. We don't give a fuck about you.
Yes, thank you.
I mean,
That's you and your genocide. Thank you. 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 Shukran. Shukran Habibti. Inshallah. Inshallah. Habibti.
You know that shit?
Tax. $89 more profit. Purchase number to the year. That's the number stamped on my dog tag when I served overseas. When in office, and I'm Kitover. I served our country and I spent purchase number to the years I wore the uniform. That's the number stamped. Purchase number to the years.
So that's a problem, and I don't condone that. I don't condone everybody in the world.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
So you're no longer rational.
You are literally like an
Purchase number to the years I wore the uniform for our country. Here's the topic.
Hold on. One second.
I'm telling you that you are a moderator of the terrorists.
Asha, could I finish? I'm sorry. Are you okay, Asha?
I'm not okay.
He's not okay.
People talk. They have people they fucking said that
That's what we don't care. Just learn the word genocide. Don't care, Asha.
I'm the first for them.
Are you transsexual, Asha?
Anytime I want to fuck his ass, shit, I.
Are you a sharmuta?
No, you are Hanis.
Are you
And
a
you know,
Bima, just leave this guy out.
Gloria, why do you speak like this?
What did I say?
You know, you're
This
fucking
guy
Hanis.
You want Sharmuta Biljibil?
And not that help you ask me.
I want you. I'm free as well. Just finish telling me.
I fuck you. Come to
Aisha, we can't hear you. You're so far away from the phone.
You don't hear me.
Asha, خلاص كنت أمك يا أخي.
Yeah, Umati, what the fuck you are? Why do you fucking like to kill people? Just because of it? What the fuck? Why do you do that?
Bima, you see this lady Asha came inside. She's exactly have the same thinking as Hezbollah, and she's here just to ruin our group. You see, she's wearing.
You know why? I can tell you why. Asha, hold on. Can I speak for you? Hold on 1 second.
Okay, can you tell us why? Tell us why.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because what I am claiming by creating new victims, that's what happens. Asha happens. Asha gets an exhaustion and a fatigue of having innocent people killed for this. If it was so that Israel decided to go in and kill the people that were only harming them, Asha would say, get out. Get out. Asha would say, I see my people. Asha would be able to say, hold on. Asha would be able to say, they're the aggressors. Go ahead, get them. Okay, no problem. I allow you to come get them. I don't want them. Come get them. But what you do is because the aggressors are by Asha, you blow up Asha's family, and you say, oh, sorry. Proxy, you're in the area. You're in the proximal area. So do you know what? I'm sorry. What it is, you shouldn't be bullshit. You cannot create more victims while claiming self-defense. You've now Asha.
Oh my God, Bima. Let me give you another hypothetical. 4 terrorists get through a security fence and go to a daycare in northern Israel and kill 30 children. Let's just do hypotheticals all day long.
Then the cycle will continue perpetually forever.
You mean like October 7th? Is that what you mean, Bima? Like October 7th when?
Yes, I do mean October 7th.
When all of those Israelis were killed and they were just minding their business on.
Go ahead, Shai. Describe it to her.
Holiday, double holiday, right? Minding their business, and all of a sudden they are bombarded and killed and slaughtered. Is that what it is? Is that okay? And now they're
Of course it's not okay. Of course it's not okay.
Because they were victims, so they victimized other people. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. That's your argument. No, honey. No. I'll clarify my. I'll clarify. No. No, they didn't create victims. No. You're not understanding. Let's say here. I'll break it down. Go ahead. Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't work that way. You can't just claim that. Well, because you can't just say that everybody created everything and then No, there are specific people who commit crimes. There are specific people who they have names. They live in specific places, and they have specific heads that go down at night on a specific pillow. Those people are the criminals that deserve to stand trial by gun, by whatever necessary, if they've committed a crime and atrocity against you. Okay, you have every right and authority to defend yourself. Self-defense, no problem. But the moment that you go beyond the criminal who made the crime in the decision in the brain that he laid down on that pillow to harm the neighbor of the child who has committed no crime, who is an innocent bystander because of the criminal next door, you are now the criminal, and you shall now have to face the wrath of the mother of the child that you have. And it's going to continue. Thank you. And this cycle will never end until you defend only. You defend yourself, you defend your family, and then you only harm the people who have harmed you. But as soon as you decide to continue to commit yourself to making sure that you're creating new victims, you're always creating another entire generation that is going to want to defend and avenge themselves and their innocent family members. And now you're creating just generations and generations of slaughter, and it's going to go back.
Bima, you're repeating yourself. We understand the cycle of violence. Please stop repeating yourself.
Bima does not believe in states, and she doesn't believe in the court systems. So, like, if you don't believe in states and court systems and structures like this, then how do you even...
She's a sovereign citizen. Don't forget my big gut. I got a huge gut, Bima.
Yeah, you see, this is the thing also with sovereign citizenry, right? Like, these people don't take into account that everything is eventually vigilante justice in the end, right? If there's no structures of humanity to quarrel, to keep this thing under control, everything will just be vigilante justice, and there will be no end. That's what sovereign citizenry is. That's the beginning of humanity, just sovereign citizens before people started building clans and tribes, and then states and nations, or nations and then states.
Your deflection was well, but it's still a deflection. You're going to circumstantial ad hom. I didn't say anything about sovereign citizenry. I'm not a sovereign citizen. I'm not promoting sovereign citizenry right now. I'm talking about you as a state, you as an individual. However you want to put it. If you want to believe in a state and society, it doesn't matter. If you're creating a new victim while claiming self-defense, you're creating another generation that now will have the ability to defend themselves, and now they can come and...
Point of order, moderator, point. Please be succinct. Don't repeat yourself. This is repetitive, redundant. Be succinct. We've already heard it. We know the cycle of violence. We get it. That's not a solution. It's not a point. It's repetition.
Can I explain why I believe that I agree with John in the position that I believe in the idea of sovereign citizenry? Because over the course of the past year, we've met each other, maybe two on this app, and we've had various discussions about that you agree that there should not be states, that people should pay to be part of certain communities or pay certain subscriptions or things like that, and also pay for their own private security, private police protection, and also have some sort of moderators that are also privately owned, right? Instead of an impartial justice systems that are there to protect the collective of people. And that is very much within the line of sovereign citizens, people who don't have to have IDs, they don't have to have any sort of structure controlling the society around them.
Well, I mean, I don't care what you think about what I think. I mean, your ideas and your assumptions. I can only tell you what your assumptions aren't true. Okay, they're just not. I'm not a sovereign citizen. Okay, and in this conversation, I'm not condoning sovereign citizenry. I'm not condoning any type of way of life. I'm specifically talking about the morality of what we're calling a war, or what we're calling avenging each other through self-defense, or however
blood vengeance is what you call it.
Well, that's what you call it because you're not...
No, that's what you stated before. A type of blood revenge, right?
creating it by harming a victim.
You've got
By
two
creating a victim
choices.
while you're trying to defend
Point
yourself.
of order, moderator. Moderator, point of order. If I can't speak and I'm being interrupted, I'm requesting you shoot this man and put him in the goo. Put the children at the children's table.
How can we
Hello, stop projecting, sir. Stop projecting. Stop projecting, sir. Point of order, moderator. You got two and that we will free you from the treachery of the IRGC and their cruel assassins that are murdering you in the streets. America is willing to go all the way. Are you willing to meet us to help claim your sovereign land as your own again, free from these Islamic terrorists? Assassins that are murdering you. Our audience here to know that America is coming to liberate your nation and that we will free you from the treachery of the IRGC and their cruel assassins that are murdering you in the streets. America is willing to go all the way. Are you willing to meet us to help claim your sovereign land as your own again?
In the United States, we have Republican and Democratic committees. Because it's like if I don't pledge my allegiance. I don't pledge my allegiance to Hezbollah. However, legally as people to humanity.
Whatever situation you have, turn into a great outcome that you can keep it all in control. I don't think I ever want to relax
my opinion. And I really also dislike hearing screeching Iranian women. To me, it's such a turnoff. It makes me want to think, you know what? I'm not with that woman. I'm not with her. She's going to come on a social audio app and scream, you know, you gotta kill these fucking people. You gotta fucking kill. To me, that's a big turnoff. I wouldn't go sacrifice myself for a loudmouth cunt on a fucking social audio app screaming for the death of these, you know, Islamic IRGC. That's just me. What do you think, Dana?
Support your
You have to
have to agree to it.
We want international businesses to pour into this country and give job opportunities to our fellow citizens. So we can grow this country the same way that we would grow a pizza shop. One slice at a time. We want international businesses to pour into this country and build liberty.
All the time. And I've never, ever heard one word of sympathy from any of you because I care.
This is the way that it's going to be. Military boots on the ground, and there's no guarantee that anybody could even go back. You leave because we say so. You leave because we say so. No, I'm telling you. Ask me what you asked me. I'm giving you a step-by-step straight answer. What do you mean?
Hypothetical, because you actually don't know when the government of Lebanon told them to move, to leave that area, like what they offered them, right? You just said, well, I believe that Israel should do the same. You know what happens when, you know what's going to happen to the wreckage and the carnage that Hamas caused of Israel? The houses that were burned down are blown up, and from the IRGC, you know who's going to pay for that? The Israeli government, right? With Israeli tax dollars. Because why? They aren't going to go and send a bill to the Iranian people. They aren't going to send a bill to the Lebanese government from Hezbollah or to the Palestinians. No, the Israeli government with Israeli tax dollars are going to pay for that, right? And I think that is probably true of Iran. Like once the war is over and the regime is gone, the Iranian government is going and the people are going to rebuild. They're going to rebuild their country because they are proud people of their own country and their own people, and they love each other and they care for each other, and all they want is to be free from a regime that is trying to kill them and holding them under their thumb. And the same thing will happen in Lebanon. Apparently, once the Lebanese government gets rid of Hezbollah, who's holding them hostage, they will do the same thing.
All that I heard was that there was a shift, and because Israel has to pay for the damage that Hamas causes, it looks like the Lebanese government is going to have to, or the Lebanese, the peaceful people that weren't involved in anything.
Here are 4 of the craziest things that were ever found in foreclosed homes. Number 4, in 2018, a man from Ohio was cleaning out a foreclosed home that had been abandoned. While repairing the basement, his crew came across what appeared to be a fake, thick wooden beam built into the wall. After some investigation, inside was a small lockbox of gold coins. He took them to a local pawn shop where he sold them for over $25,000 for the value of the coins. Number 3, in 2021, a woman from Oregon was helping her grandparents downsize their longtime home. While organizing the garage, she found what appeared to be multiple wooden crates nailed shut. After some investigation, it turned out to be some unopened bottles of some rare wine, Chateau Lafite Rothschild from the 1940s. She took them to a local collector who paid her grandma $60,000. Wines from that era are extremely rare due to wartime shortages, and she had no idea where she acquired them. Number 2, in 2017, a contractor from New Jersey was hired to renovate an old diner. While removing ceiling panels, he found what appeared to be a canvas wrapped in newspapers. After some investigation, it turned out to be an original painting by Jackson Pollock, and Kitover later purchased it for over $2 million. Pollock works are rarely found outside of private collections, which made this one very expensive. Number 1, in 2019, a man from Arizona was cleaning out a recently purchased rural property. While clearing out a locked storage room, he found what appeared to be a big wooden trunk. After some investigation inside, it turned out to be filled with historical firearms and military documents dating back to the late 1800s. A museum paid him over $100,000 for the collection. Some of the weapons were stamped with markings from the Arizona Territorial Militia, a group that disbanded before statehood and left very few surviving records.
It's important to keep your grades up, but
There's a glitch on YouTube. Creators are using this sound to go viral. Don't believe me? I'm gonna show you proof.
Israeli government that was telling the Lebanese that you have to leave.
Guys, Captain Holt has no pants on. What? He has no pants on is what? At 11:55 a.m., Captain Holt walked past us holding a hot bowl of soup. At 12:03 p.m., I heard him yell, "Out!" And at 12:07, he called Gina into his office. She entered holding nothing. 1 minute later, she left holding an opaque bag. Captain Holt's pants were in that bag. His knees are in the breeze.
that evidence is circumstantial.
I just need you to sign something at my desk real quick. Just leave it on the couch. You're gonna freak. Yo-Yo Ma is in the precinct and he's giving out autographs.
Yo-Yo Ma is on tour in Australia right now.
How do you know that? I'm choking on the lozenge. I got the tape. No. Hey, made you another bowl of soup. You spilled yours earlier, but you're gonna have to come over here to get it.
Only problems in wasting time. So yes, I spent some minutes combing my pants and I'm sitting in my underwear. Happy.
Sir, I need you to sign off on.
Look at us. Just 3 people with pants on having a normal conversation.
No, 3 here.
Guys.
Are assisting the aggressor in this capacity.
I don't know assisting or not. Everything that I've read that the Lebanese government has said since March 1st has been in correlation to aligned with against Iran, against Hezbollah. Come and get them. We don't want anything to do with this. Right? We'll work with you. That's everything that I think from the Lebanese government.
I'm telling you, if the Lebanese government were so serious, they should just let the Iranian people not enter to their country when they see they are doing this bad stuff.
So let's put it this way: the Lebanese government are passive actors in a way, right? Because they don't want to be seen as aggressors. Why? Because the Hezbollah has their foot on their neck, and if they are seen as going against the other Muslim countries or other Arab countries, I should say, some of those people will send their terrorist groups to attack them, and they went through their own issues over the course of like decades, right? Internal strife and wars. They don't want like some sort of Shia group or whatever the case may be to attack them internally and take them down. But it seems as if, at least from March 1st, right, when America got involved and Israel got involved in attacking the IRGC directly, that they are on the side of the people that you consider to be the aggressors, right? So it seems like a very complicated body of politics here that a lot of people
Are
really
just numbers. They're the years I wore the uniform. Are just numbers. They're the years I wore the uniform for our country. Years that taught me loyalty.
$89 more in property tax. 40 tax up 15%. Uncle was drowning in debt. $48 million. John Kitover. I served our country. Won in office, and I'm keeping my promise.
What you're saying is true. You're making my
Those
point.
numbers mark the times our city. Chicago, tonight we write a new chapter. Tonight we write a new chapter.
Peace for Mayor in Riverton is beginning to take shape.
Through the property tax rates our families are staring down. Chicago, tonight we write a new chapter. As your mayor.
You're just going to displace 1.5 million people.
Through the property tax rates our families are staring down. Not anymore. On day one, we are cutting property.
What's happening?
Just numbers. They're the years I won.
1.5 billion. I understand you need to get Hezbollah. I understand that. No problem. Secure your borders. Secure your people. You're at war with Iran. I get that. Nobody doesn't get that. What I don't get is what is happening to the 1.5 million people. That's a fifth of the population. That's 10% of the entire country of Lebanon, right? What is happening to those people? And that's whose responsibility is it, especially if they don't even want Hezbollah? If they don't.
Emo.
Hi, Emo. How you doing? Welcome.
Thank you. I don't think they give a damn about those people. The Israelis, they only care about their own people because in their ideology they think they're more valuable than other people. So I don't think they give a fuck about them, to be honest.
Is that your opinion that that's their ideology? Because I'd say it's the exact fucking opposite of what you said. So who's right?
Like look at what happened last year, right? When Jolani took control over Syria, right? This guy, I think it was in not ISIS, what's it called? Whatever terrorist group he was a part of. He and his bandits went down to southern Lebanon, and they were attacking the Druze people. I mean, not southern Lebanon, southern Syria, and they were attacking the Druze people. They were cutting the beards off of the sheikhs, and people said the same thing. Oh, Israel's trying to colonize southern Syria. Why? Because Israel sent out a convoy to southern Syria to talk to the people and the Druze there to see what assistance they can provide for them. But oh no, they're trying to colonize the land of the Druze and all of this in southern Syria. Like anything that Israel does, they don't care about their own people. They only care about themselves. They don't care about helping anybody else. But apparently Israel's actually helping people. And people are saying, oh, they don't care about them. They're just trying to kill them all.
Shai, why do you use this tone of voice where you try to make your argument? I don't understand. We can have a normal conversation if you like, but the way you speak is not the way I would have a conversation.
What are you, tone policing? What is this, the tone police? He's the tone police. The tone police is here, you guys. We gotta leave the party. The tone police is here. You know, when you say that Jews, and as Bima used the word Jewry earlier, when you claim that they don't care about their neighbors, schmucko, they're concerned about their security, and their neighbors are being bad neighbors. You ever live in a neighborhood where your neighbor was a dick and he kept fucking with you, and finally you had to take some legal action, some lawfare, or some military action to secure your person, to make sure you're not hit by indiscriminate fire or a border wall? So the point is security, strength, intelligence, love the law. Love the law and stop violating the law, and there will be no repercussions. Hello?
Are you Armenian? Is Emo Armenian?
No, I'm Moroccan. I am Moroccan.
Oh, Moroccan?
Yeah. John, do you know what the word goy means? Ever heard about it?
You know what the word kosher means, you stupid mother...
Okay, is this the way it goes? Is this how you speak with each other, guys?
Yeah, John's a clown. No, unfortunately, he's just a joke. And also, I don't know if you...
That's not true. I am retarded.
Jewry, excuse me. Jewry is a word that is... that refers to Jewish people. I learned that. It's not
A pejorative.
Thank you, Tuna. Tuna helps me. It's not a slur. It's a formal noun to describe people that share Jewish culture. And I learned that recently.
Yeah, except you used it in a negative context towards Jewish people, and you called them the Jewry. You can't do no business with the Jewry. The Jewry gotta go take their business elsewhere.
She was trying not to say the elders of the cause of Zion.
Exactly. Another Jewish trope. Bigotry. Racism. You're a hypocrite, Bima.
The elders of the what of Zion, Sam?
Polish your head, you fucking child molesting bull.
Stop projecting on me, Tuna. That's sickening. You're a sick human being.
You're the one that molests children, you fucking...
Oh my God, stop projecting that on me. You're a sick bastard.
Well, why did you get thrown out of the military then?
Had nothing to do with what you just said. I didn't get thrown out, schmucko. What, do you want to know my history and biography? Are you interested in joining my campaign? Oh, you're just here to sling slingshots, ad hominems at me.
If your campaign is for locking up more mental people, I am happy to give you a bed.
You want to bed me? Dude, you guys all just heard it. This guy's calling me a pedo and he wants to bed me now. We heard it all, Tuna Boy.
A Jewish plot for global domination, largely plagiarized from several earlier sources. It was first published in Imperial Russia in 1903, translated into multiple languages and disseminated, I'm not educated, internationally in the early part of the 20th century. It played a key part in popularizing the belief in an international Jewish conspiracy. So the Protocols of the Elders of Zion is an anti-Semitic...
There you go. It's blood libel propaganda to stir up the people to go commit anti-Semitic attacks. You're just spreading it.
By the British newspaper, The Times, in 1921, and by the German newspaper, Frankfurter Zeitung, in 1924. And this is interesting. I have never heard of this before.
You didn't hear about the fake news, Bima? You didn't know the Elders of the Protocols of Zion is a fake news anti-Semitic bullshit to get people to hate Jews? And you're spreading the misinformation and the blood libel now? Don't you know the fucking law? Well, thank God the Israelis got a military and a police force to defend themselves against people like you that spread hate. Misinformation? You're a hypocrite. Hello?
Aspire for grandeur, but the reality is that you're broke. The VA doesn't even want to talk to you. You're a ridiculous clown that has to draw attention.
The VA don't want to talk to me.
You are literally a waste of skin.
This is literally like your opinion. How would you possibly know that the VA doesn't want to talk to me, a distinguished veteran? You're so bollocks calling people pedophiles. Why does a pedophile always call other people pedophiles? It's called projection, Tuna. You sick fuck, you. Kick this fucking tuna to the ocean. We don't want him here on this boat, you sick mongrel. You British twat. You sick fuck, Tuna Boy.
Yeah, no, so we need some asylums to lock up these child molesting faggots. They are a danger to society.
Here we go with the projection again.
We're just describing you, John.
No, Tuna Boy. We're recording your projection, Tuna Boy, for the world to see.
I've actually published your home addresses, but you don't use your home address, do you?
My home address, you can come over and have a cup of tea anytime you want, Tuna Boy.
I think the decibels with which you're yelling, I actually think that it's damaging my ear because, like, my inner ear vibrates when your voice reaches. It's like it actually.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Tuna Boy? I'm just imitating Tuna Boy here.
Could you just take it down? Like, you could still, but just.
I apologize. It was merely responding to Tuna Boy here.
maybe speak in a manly voice. Can you put your man voice on and have like the depth?
Are you saying Tuna Boy doesn't sound like a man?
I need bass. The screeching, it's like, it's hurting me.
Imagine you were having a conversation with your father who disowned you. Imagine.
My father who disowned me? How would you know my father disowned me, Tuna Boy? How do you know so many intimate details of my life? Are you my YouTube Super Stalker fan? Are you subscribed to all my YouTube channels?
You're not that hard because you try to advertise yourself to the world.
Thank you very little, Tuna Boy. I see you won't be voting for me in the Academy Awards.
Pretend talking to one of your family that is ashamed of you, and then just code switch back out of this faggot clown game that you.
Code switch out of the F word. Moderator, you're not going to let him use this profanity, are you?
No, it's a free speech room, so I can call you a faggot dick rider all I want, because you are basically, you're a cancer on humanity. People like you,
do you think I should go see my osteopath about my C-word situation?
Honestly, if you had cancer, I would be cheering for the cancer.
That's the greatest compliment I've ever gotten in my online activities. Thank you, Tuna Boy.
Well, yeah, because the people unfortunately who live near you, like your family, they just don't.
There is no discussion anymore. It's like just you guys are accusing each other.
I'm not accusing him of anything, Paul. This man has no culture, no class. He's just a piece of English trash. Don't you hear what he's saying? It's vulgarity and profanity. He's a sick man. This is pathetic.
I can accept that my English is not that good. I can't really express what I'm feeling, but I'm here to learn, but not to just listen to the fight between you guys. Listen, we want to learn something.
Okay, Paul. I'm going to go on mute for 10 minutes out of respect for what you just said, but Tuna Boy is a piece of trash, and he's projecting all his bullshit onto me. John, fuck you, Tuna. Go fuck yourself. Fuck off. Fuck off. I got an honorable discharge. Now go fuck off.
So poor, I think that we were speaking into the audience more so than anybody else, because I don't think that
Cardi B is live.
cares about certain details or ideas of the situation. I think that she's just sort of like set on her position. So there's no like.
I think that we are not there. We are not among the people of Lebanon. I'm not for sure what they're really thinking. But when I'm talking about, for example, my country.
All right, girl. I'll talk to you later. These bitches is fighting. Bye.
3 months ago, I'm living there for 40 years. I know my people. I know how they feel about our government, our society, our whatever. So when I'm telling that there is no other possibility for the people to do something against these guys, and for example, if U.S. and Israel are not us and they are not Lebanon, I'm not for sure what they're really thinking, but when I'm otherwise we have to suffer for a longer period than what we are expecting. Let's say that people Hezbollah is staying there in Lebanon for a longer period. What would be the result? The result is that if you go to Lebanon, you will see the city is divided to 2 parts. The parts of the Muslim and Hezbollah are poor, have nothing really bad situation. I'm not for sure what the other part of the city of Lebanon, which I have been there 10 years ago. I'm not sure now what is it look like. But when you go to the Christian side, you will see modern shops and everything, which means that there is something wrong between the people who are living among the Hezbollah. I guarantee you that some people are living among the Hezbollah. They are supporting them. They are feeding. They are getting money from Hezbollah. That's why they have to suffer again.
Well, what I'd like to know is, besides.
It still doesn't. In New York City, we had an issue with the mafia, the Italian mafia.
Still got an issue with the mafia.
And we wouldn't justify down entire apartment buildings because we knew that a
Oh
landlord.
my God, big difference, Bima. Your hypothetical and your paraphrases and analogies, these are weak.
I have seen that twice you brought up the things to the really small level. When we are speaking among the countries, it's different from the level of taking hostages, having some, I don't know, mafia among the people. It's a little bit different. Please don't bring these excuses like, listen, the issue is with the mentality and the country.
We are not there. We are not Lebanon. I'm not so sure what they're really thinking. But when I'm talking about, for example, my country.
All right, girl. I'll talk to you later. These bitches is fighting. Bye.
I'm living there for 40 years. I know my people.
It doesn't matter if it's small or large. The implications are still the same. People like to. I believe that people like to use the scale to commit to justify the atrocities that they commit, and I think that that's a big problem. And the reason for that is because it's easy, but that doesn't make you a hero.
We are not eating.
Cardi B!
You also aggressive because you're aggressive on other peaceful people, and that's the biggest problem.
Let me tell you something.
No, I think that
These mafia people, when they are acting in the city and they are killing innocent people, what would be the answer there?
the answer would be to go and get the people that are killing innocent people. It would be to do whatever you have to do.
Without casualties, it's not possible.
You can't say that. No, it's people say that. No, it's an excuse. It's an excuse.
We are not
between the people who are innocent and who are civilians, and they are not acting against you. It's not possible. Even in my country, when now US and Israel came in, when they hit one apartment, the other apartment would be foul, and we have to accept that casualties. Otherwise, we have to live with the terrorist people.
Yeah, no, it's not, and that's why.
Bima, we gotta go to sleep. It's 4 in the morning. It's almost 4:20. So smoke it if you got it. But what I'd like to know, Bima, is these conversations and these debates are endless. But the instruction and teachers on how to achieve peace, joy, and harmony, I have yet to hear you give a lecture or a teaching on how we can achieve world peace. So therefore, you're just hyper polarized, political like everybody else. But you're not teaching meditation. You're not teaching true peace. That's what none of these people do in this region. All they do is social identity politics and ruthless warfare and terrorism. It's pathetic. It's barbarism. It's 1650 for these people. It's 1450. They're fucking madmen. Madmen, Bima!
You're really damaging my eardrums. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, they actually have proven that it sounds at particular decibels will harm your ear. Like, you're irreparable. Please, if you could just lower the screeching. It's horrible.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I was just picking my nose and wiping a booger on my shirt. I couldn't hear you.
Thank you. Just talk in your normal voice. That's good.
Yeah, no, cocaine is not for everyone, is it?
I don't like cocaine. I don't even like the way it smells.
I actually have an earache right now. My right ear actually is aching. Wait, I want you to process that.
Hello?
You have actually harmed
Uh-oh.
my ear.
Here comes another complaint.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. Like, right now, I might have to leave. I don't want to move you.
Oh, no.
But you're, like, it's really...
Oy vey. Well,
I gotta go.
12 hours on here, that'll do that to your eardrums. Oh, somebody was here too long. The eardrums couldn't keep up with it. Well, I guess Tuna Boy's got all the answers, everybody. If you need any life advice or you're concerned about geopolitical strategy, just ask Tuna Boy. Tuna Boy here knows the answers to everything. Please proceed and educate us all, Dr. Tuna.
Your proof that AIDS is not strong enough.
I am proof that the virus that Dr. Fauci created is not strong enough? What are you saying, Dr. Tuna?
I know that you try to emulate the Joker from Batman to try to make yourself seem grandiose, but at the end of the day, you're just a broke, middle-aged, single gay man. On your own, you get thrown out of the street. No one really cares about you. Most people that meet you realize why you're alone.
Dr. Tuna, that is a very accurate assessment, but you left one thing out. I'm here recording you on Clubhouse across 20 different YouTube channels. Now, if that makes me pathetic, then I'll think it's funny that you're roasting me, calling me basically an autoimmune deficiency syndrome. Well, I would just say that be careful casting stones in glass houses, Dr. Tuna. We know everything we need to know about you and your lifestyle and your lack of morality and virtue and the terrible, awful things that you've done, because we listen very closely here on Clubhouse and we know all your dirty little secrets, and they are so dirty, aren't they, Dr. Tuna?
So, you use the word we, you're just on your own, you record this stuff, but no one's listening. No one gives a fuck about you.
Well, someone's a little triggered, and someone's projecting the fact that no one loves them. Meanwhile, we've got dozens of women that can't wait to meet the next mayor of Chicago, a YouTube star with over 100,000 Clubhouse recordings of people wasting all their time. What's not to love? It's a beautiful show. We could get to Hollywood on this show, but Google hates bald white men. I'm pretty sure of it. They're very bigoted towards heterosexual white men, not the gay homosexual white man that you described me as, Dr. Tuna.
Google have a mandate to protect children against people who are a danger to them. That's why,
Is that what your local police authorities told you when they tried to pick you up for talking to a minor, Dr. Tuna?
I mean, you can make up anything that you want, but we actually know who you are, John.
We? What organization are you a part of, Dr. Tuna?
Well, you know what? The big difference between me and you?
Do tell, Dr. Tuna, what is the big difference? I've never thought about it. What is the big difference between us?
The fact that your insanity has you recording stuff in your tiny little one bedroom, thinking that the whole world needs to hear your... No one cares, John. You know, you crashed out.
Well, Dr. Tuna, I hate to break the projection to you, but I've got millions of views and thousands of followers and friends, even you, because without my critics, my art would be of no value. And that's why I'm recording you right now to create a little clip to say that without the critic, there couldn't be an artist, and without an artist, there wouldn't be a critic. Now would there, Dr. Tuna?
So you're saying that your insanity is art? That's your point.
Absolutely, it's art. You just don't like me art because you got bad taste.
That's subjective. If you're saying that you are...
It's not subjective, it's objective. I've got 100,000 videos. Those are objects, not just subjects. You know, you're just a terrible art critic. You ever think about that? It's not me that is the problem. It's the fact that you're a terrible art critic because you got no taste. You're just a terrible, terrible, awful human being, Dr. Tuna.
Is that what you said at your court-martial when you got thrown out of the military?
Hit my court-martial and got thrown out of the military? What are you talking about, Dr. Tuna? Are you projecting again? Did you get thrown out for being LGBTQ? Is John Kitover roasting Tuna Boy in London or Wickshire, wherever the fuck this fucking... Where did you drag this tuna out of the ocean from? Hello? I've seen you in those Japanese videos, Tuna. in the fish market with those huge blades as they slice away at those massive tuna fishes.
Self-medication has not helped you at all.
What was that, Dr. Tuna? I couldn't hear you about your medication. Hello? Let's see, you've called me a pedophile. You've called me some other things. But let's be honest, Dr. Tuna, I'm very happy over here. I'm full of joy. And that is probably more than what you could say for your weak and pathetic little life. Roasting just poor little mayoral candidate John Kitover late at night. It's almost 5 in the morning. And you're here roasting me while I'm sitting here roasting you. I guess we got that in common though, don't we? Hello?
You need to stop self-medicating. It's not helping you. You need to actually get some professional help and maybe lead some sort of life that isn't just like living in your underwear, screaming at people on the internet. Watching. No one gives a fuck about you. That's why your family abandoned you. That's why you don't have any real friends, and that's why you have to come and glean attention from total strangers.
Is this a projection, or are you accurately diagnosing me, Dr. Tuna?
Well, the fact that you're up at 5 o'clock in the morning with this mad rant, thinking...
Mad rant? I'm sitting here talking to a guy in fucking London, bollocks. You're on my YouTube channel, mate. I'm creating product. I'm working here. More than I can say for you complaining about a guy in his underpants live on YouTube. That's pathetic. At least I'm creating a product here that I can monetize and thousands of people can watch. You're just a complainer. Accept a little personal responsibility in your life and I'm sure things will turn around, mate. Cheerio. Chop chop.
See you. Go on then, fuck off.
Fuck off? Did you just say fuck off? You can go fuck off, tuna boy.
Oh yeah, you're gonna monetize loads on YouTube out of that.
We just monetized it and clipped it. You're now forever in my YouTube channel for all time. Every penny I make, I'll think of you, Tuna Boy, the man who came to make fun of me, mayoral candidate John Kitover. You're pathetic. I'm so glad we eternally separated ourselves from you and your kind, you disgusting pedo king. His fat little fingers. Don't worry, he'll be gone soon enough. King of England's gonna die soon, a fat little fingered pedo. Ha! And you're sitting here making fun of me. I know everything about you, Tuna Boy. I heard all your dirty little secrets on this app. You're a naughty little rascal. Talking bullshit about me. Talking bullshit about me, mate. I know all your bullshit. That's why you don't like me, because I know all your dirty little secrets. You're in my recordings. I remember you now, Tuna Boy. I remember everything you said and why you're so upset with me. Because I recorded you. My father did that. How can my father disown me, mate? I'm a free man. I'm 43 years old. Fathers don't disown their fucking children when they're grown men, you fucking twat. You fucking wanker. You fucking wanker. You're projecting your father's relationship with yourself onto me, mate. You're a fucking tosser. A fucking tosser, mate. You fucking wanker.
Yeah, and that's where the aggression comes out. Because you're going to look in the mirror at some point.
Aggression? I'm sitting here barbecue roasting you. Pass me the fucking coleslaw, wanker.
John, nobody likes you. And you know that deep down. And that's why you put on a more and more gregarious and, vibrant personality and, try to make this this flamboyant display even more ridiculous. But at the end of the day, no one likes you.
That's projection again, mate. I'm not an evergreen projection totem pole for you to project onto me, Dr. Tuna. I've got lots of people that like me. I've got lots of girls that love me. Lots of men that love me. Friends. You're projecting your life onto me, John Kitover, Chicago mayoral candidate. Be sure to vote 2/23/27. Go to chicagomayorvote.com right now. Don't listen to Tuna Boy. He's just a pessimist. He's a critic and a hypocrite. Mate, you're a wanker and a tosser. Fuck off!
Your entire life on Clubhouse, in this drugged up state, thinking that you're doing work. You're not. You're just unlikable and lonely.
Oh! Unlikable and lonely. It sounds again like you're projecting onto me, mate. Stop projecting onto me. Stop projecting, mate. Go to the bathroom. Turn the light on in your little bathroom. Look in the mirror in the bathroom, Dr. Tuna, and repeat back everything you just said to me, but to yourself. And then you'll realize, oh, fuck, man, he's right. I'm sitting there projecting onto him all my own personal bullshit. All my own personal problems. I'm accusing John Kitover of doing all the things that's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? I'm on Clubhouse late at night making fun of John Kitover. But it's actually just a projection of my own life. Oh, Lord Jesus. Why am I on Clubhouse projecting onto John Kitover? Oh, it's so pathetic, Tuna Boy. You're so pathetic. Fucking wanker. Fucking tosser. I'm so glad we eternally separated from you fucking English twats. Thank God we had Thomas Jefferson to know that people like you are not worthy of our respect here in America. And that's why Thomas Jefferson eternally separated us through our Declaration of Independence from fucktards like you. Now go fuck off, Tuna Boy.
It's not why you're just hitting each other, why you're doing this to each other. Instead of just having good conversation, you accuse each other for nothing.
Oh, no, he's definitely on the register.
No.
He was thrown in.
You come up with good things to speak about, not like just accusing each other for nothing. I'm not telling that John is right or you're wrong.
Thank you, Paul. That's very gentlemanly of you and very grown up of you, unlike Dr. Tuna here. He's just a negative nilly, a wanker and a tosser. Fuck these British English twats. Go fuck yourself. You're not gonna help do shit in Iran, are you? Because you're a bunch of pussy cards. Oh, you're gonna sit at home with your little fucking king and count your fucking exchequer in fucking London. Pussy, you're never gonna go to Tehran and do nothing. You're useless, Tuna Boy. You're weak. You're pathetic. You're a wanker. You're a tosser. Now fuck off, Tuna Boy. Fuck off.
John, please, let us speak to each other, not like just accusing each other for nothing. I'm telling you, okay, let's say that you're right or you're wrong. It doesn't matter. Like we are here to just speak with each other. These rooms are for speaking, not to fighting with each other with nothing. Okay, we have some like opposite opinion, but it doesn't mean that we are enemy. We are different people from different region with different thinking. We have to admit that that's the first thing that when we are coming to this clubhouse or whatever, when we are sitting in a space that we want to know each other. We want to learn from each other. We don't want to fight with each other. I know there are sometimes something you think is insulting. Maybe Tuna say something. Maybe I say something. But if we fight with each other, we cannot.
Oh, I'm gonna let it go. Let's get a new topic going. Let's talk about something new. I don't need to talk about Tuna Boy anymore. I've roasted that fish. I've digested that sushi. I'm ready to shit out Tuna Boy out of my rectum, out of my anus, because he's nothing but shit now. You're nothing but a turd passing out of my anus and a fart. The air is just air passing over the turd. That is Tuna Boy for you. Thank you very much, Tuna Boy.
Well, at least I don't fucking molest children.
Projection alert. Projection alert. Projection alert. Someone's projecting on me again. Somebody's got some legal problems, Tuna Boy. You and Prince Andrew got something in common. You and Prince Andrew must be cut from the same cloth. You're pedophile, Prince. Prince Andrew the pedophile. Epstein's lapdog, his little pedo. You and Tuna Boy are cut from the same cloth. Oh, I've got a cute little British accent now. I can come online and slander people because I'm a fucking twat, a wanker. Oh, Oh, little tuna boy with his golden little soccer ball made of little diamonds. What a waste of time. Why am I even talking to you, tuna boy? Khalas, you hear that, tuna boy? Khalas. Afwan Habibdi. Tuna boy here is a special one. We're gonna cook him up real good. We're gonna serve him sashimi style. He's worthy of a good roast, a good barbecue, mate. We're gonna roast up me some tuna boy. Cook him real good. This is your roast, tuna boy. It's your roast.
No, it's your revelation. You got thrown out of the military.
Got thrown out of it! Motherfucker, I'm 43 years old! This shit happened 20 years ago, mate. You're so pathetic. I'm a YouTube star running for mayor of Chicago, mate, and you're getting cooked. I'm cooking your tuna, boy.
Well, you failed at your last political campaign, you'll fail at this.
It wasn't a failure, you fucking loser. We changed a lot of shit. We caused major problems. We've achieved our goals. Our goal was joy. Our objective was joy. The experience was joy. Something obviously, tuna boy, you know nothing about. Joy. You have none. You're a critic. Nothing but a little pathetic little critic. Sometimes in life you are the bug. Other times you are the windshield. In this situation, Tuna Boy is just the bug, splatting across my window, spraying his bullshit. But you know, I'm so happy I'm an American, and oftentimes I forget when I speak to these English chaps that they think they are far superior to us, when it was us who picked up the musket and said, "We are going to kill you unless you leave our shores and never come back. We are eternally separated from you low IQ, brain rotted out, pedophile, inbred English cocks. Farewell and good riddance, forever and eternally yours, Thomas Jefferson."
You're on the register.
That's another projection alert. Clearly this man Tuna Boy has legal problems because he himself is the pedophile that he accuses me of being. He is projecting his own lawlessness onto me, an innocent victim and politician. A mere projection.
Your whole campaign is done on Sora. So now that Sora's been blocked, does that mean that you're gonna fucking shut up, or are you just gonna shout at strangers on the internet, you fucking weirdo?
Stop projecting onto me, young tuna boy, you disgusting pedophile projector. Go to Prince Andrew and go suck at his teat, because you will need the money, I am sure, to talk to your exchequer, and as well as your pontiffs and bailiffs. I'm so glad we eternally separated from you. I was thinking about visiting your country on vacation, but then I thought again and I said, you know what? They've already been invaded by the enemy. Why would I go to my family's former farmland outside of England in Lancashire? But anyways, Tuna Boy has spoiled the entire experience because he's a horrible art critic. And no, Sora is just temporarily shutting down, but we've already created enough videos to get us through the campaign, so your concern is not needed, Tuna Boy.
I really hope that the drugs that you're on end up bursting your liver to save your neighbours from...
So you've wished cancer upon me, a popped liver. When will your criticisms ever end? For surely you're the worst critic art has ever experienced. Tuna Boy is no artist, he is a projectionist. And thank God we eternally separated from these people. If you are an American, you have heard this conversation, you will recognize that Tuna Boy is a projection, and everything he has said against me is merely his inner monologue, reflecting his own disgusting behavior and his own personal defecation. Fuck off, Tuna Boy! We are eternally separated. Go back to your king and your pedophile Prince Andrew, you disgusting English twat.
Separated, like your father who disowned you.
My father is of no concern to you. He did the best job he could. But unfortunately, Tuna Boy, I'm sorry that you and your father have no relationship whatsoever to speak of. Please stop your projections upon me, innocent candidate Kitover. I'm disgusted by you, Tuna Boy. I actually forgot you even existed until I saw you on the stage. I had never thought of you in many years. But yes, I did record you saying terrible things, awful things about your daughter. Oh, horrible things about the transgender ideology and the LGBTQ. Oh, how is your child, Tuna Boy?
So, I get it. You're trying to find any rise, because that's what...
I hit the nail on the head with that one. I recalled it. I recalled the things you talked about your child. I feel so bad for you. I remembered now. I should show some sympathy for you, Tuna Boy.
More sympathy than your father did when he got kicked out of the military and he decided, you know what, you've had every opportunity and you've wasted every single one of them. In your little room thinking that you're going to run for office. You're going nowhere near office. You're not a performer.
Again, Tuna Boy, the topic is not whether or not I win the mayoralship of Chicago. I have a lot of joy in the goal, and the joy and the experience is joy, but your child will never be able to come back from the transgender operative surgery that your ex-wife did upon your child. What will you do to save your soul? You allowed this to happen to your child. How could you?
So you're saying that you're in support of transgenderizing children?
I'm saying your ex-wife transgenderized your own child. How does it feel to know that your own child has been transgenderized?
No, you're trying to get a rise because I've really dug the knife in.
No, you haven't dug a knife in. We're already eternally separated. I'm just merely concerned about your transgender child, Tuna Boy. What will your transgender child do? Oh, your ex-wife, what a shame. Sticking that little knife in your back like that, Tuna Boy, must have hurt. Did I touch a nerve? Did I touch a nerve? Did I trigger something? Did I gaslight something inside of you, Tuna Boy? Tuna Boy! What have you done to your child, Tuna Boy? Oh, I can't believe what they did to your child. Oh, I feel for you, Tuna Boy. I feel for you. Did you just call me the F word? I'm going to have to report you to the ACLU. Hello?
See, that's your whole thing, isn't it?
Clip it! Send it to the press! Send it to Harvey Levenstein at TMZ! Who is this guy talking to Tuna Boy? Stop projecting your own loneliness onto me. Stop projecting. You can stop at any time, Tuna Boy. Wait, Tuna, does this mean you'll be voting for me on February 23rd, 2027 at chicagomayorvote.com? Is that what you're telling me, Tuna Boy?
Family, and that's your fault.
My family?
It's all of the choices that you've made.
I can't tell. You know, not every family member is always going to be supportive of your artistic endeavors, but we try our best. And sometimes you hit the mark. Other times you don't, but at least we tried. And in the experience, there was joy. In the goal, there was joy. Something that you know nothing about. Because if I had a child, and I raised my child with virtue, morality, and integrity, certainly my child wouldn't become a victim of this transgender ideology, which your ex-wife has submitted your child to, and cut off and walloped off the wanker on your child, making your child wankerless. But you, sir, have lots of wanker. You're definitely bollocks, and you have tons of wankerage. I'm sure you can lend a little bit back to your wanker child.
And when you're off Clubhouse, it will be reminded to you.
And when I'm off Clubhouse, is that a threat? Is that a fucking threat? Because I'm going to report your account right now. I'm reporting you for harassment and abuse. I won't tolerate it anymore, Tuna Boy. Your days of calling John Kitover all these awful, horrible, libelous, scandalous, terrible things. I'm reporting you. I'm sick of you. I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm going on mute, and I am complete. Good night, tuna boy, you fucking wanker. Now fuck off.
For good reason.
Okay, this has been a Matt Cool production starring Tuna Boy in London. He tried to roast us. He got pretty close. That was pretty good. I gotta give him some credit. But I think my English accent is so mocking, so incestuous, that in the end, if there was a rating system, we would have won. It was fun. Tuna Boys left us. Tuna Boys left. Get over for mayor. Tulsa. Tulsa.
I won't tolerate it anymore, Tuna Boy. Your days of calling John Kitover all these awful, horrible, libelous, scandalous, terrible things. I'm reporting you. I'm sick of you. I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm going on mute, and I am complete. Good night, Tuna Boy, you fucking wanker. Now fuck off.
Oh, this is gonna be funny. All right, I hope you enjoyed. Go to Chicago Mayor.